game. Hello!
Hello.
So, not playing a normal game today. Playing Gwent.
Gwent. The
Which-
Witcher card game.
Which I have played precisely 20 minutes of. I played it a bit in The Witcher 3. I really liked the idea. Didn't really get into it. You've played quite a bit though.
Yeah, I've played a fair amount of it. I'm not like super every night playing it, but I enjoy playing it. It's fun. It's good.
Yeah. I am level 1.
Yeah,
I have played the tutorial, some of it.
yeah. That's fine. Best place to start would probably go to
Do you want to sidle over so you're in the
Yeah, no,
camera
I can
bit?
sidle over. Let's have a look. Probably the adventures tab, because I mean you could just do casual matches just to like play against AI. But challenges is like it gives you the dual deck. It gives you like the deck for that thing and says like beat this, unlock new card for it. Then the next because there's like 6 races, 5 races. So it just lets you challenge with that deck, beat other decks, and it unlocks cards for you.
Actually, this would be interesting. You've not played any of the Witcher games, have you?
No.
So I've played some of the original Witcher. I kind of didn't get on with it too well. I played about 20-something hours of The Witcher 3. I liked it, but I didn't. It was at the time I didn't have my PlayStation stuff, so I had to set it up every time I wanted to play it. So it was a pain in the ass. But I've also read some of the books, so lore-wise, I know quite a bit.
Fair enough.
So this would be actually interesting. So you just know them as cards, whereas like you're saying different races on it. I know for a fact that there are factions based on
not races,
countries.
factions. Sorry, factions is probably the right one.
Yeah.
They're not races, although they all contain. So if you go to challenges,
Okay.
so you got your 5.
So straight off, 25 ore. What's ore?
So ore is your base. It's the base in-game currency for buying packs or kegs. I'm as far as I'm aware, that's all it's used for, is buying kegs. So you just earn it through playing normal games, through completing the challenges.
Yep.
So if you pitch 5 races, you've got each one. Basically, you beat the 3. On the third one, you unlock the guy in the top right there as a new hero card. And basically, when you build a deck, you have a hero card, and then a bunch of other cards that go in with him.
This is where Gwent lost me after playing it in The Witcher. Was because I didn't get hugely into it in The Witcher. I played some of it. I didn't get like really in depth. So there's a lot of stuff that this introduced that I just went. Where in this case, it's like this card is like a commander. It's like what? I don't.
Yeah. So basically, all it introduced was one card that would be in your deck that you got to play once in the game, and it was always available to you. And it just sits in the
like
zone.
a general in Magic the Gathering.
Yes, but it's a one-time cast. Obviously, in Gwent, it's best of 3.
Yeah.
So the idea is you've got this card, it's always there, you've got your normal hand, nothing interacts with it until you play it, and they generally do something thematic. So my deck at home is mostly dwarves, so when I play him, it's like, go find any dwarf from your deck, dump it on the battlefield where you want. It comes in, and all its effects go off like normal. That's basically what my dwarf does. So if I'm in a pinch, I can just be like, well, shit, I'll just play him. But the idea being it's there for all 3 rounds is you can maybe burn it off round 1 just to win quick, or you can save it for round 3. And it generally just has like synergistic interactions.
That's what I found most interesting about Gwent when we were playing it in The Witcher, was the idea that like you could win round 1 by playing like 7 cards.
And then you had like 3.
And then you were gonna lose. So it was an interesting mechanic for me. You'd hit a point where you'd be like, okay, the other guys played like 4 cards in round 1. You're like,
okay. You have round 1. Or you'll play like something that you don't really care about, but it'll just tip you over the edge. So like, have to play something else.
yeah.
You're like, okay, I need 4 points. I'm just going to play this 5-pointer. You'll move, and they're like, oh, fuck, play another 7. And you're like, yeah, I'm good with that. It's like, I'm done now.
Okay. So basically we have this card that we can play anytime, and so that's what those are.
So the idea, for example, sorry to take control
That's
for a
fine.
second, I'll just go back, because you start with, in your collections,
Excuse the dirty mouse pad, it's making it a bit gritty.
and if you go to the deck builder, you have your 5, you already have your 5 starter decks, and your 5 generals for that. So like, for example, this guy, any character, any card you have that has a loyal, has the subtype loyal,
Yep.
gets boosted, which I think is a bonus.
This is where keywords started to come in. I started to glaze over.
Keywords are still a bit for me to like. So like, I started with the green.
This is actually probably why it's a better idea for me to play this with you than with PlaneSnap. No offense, because PlaneSnap is a super technical player of every game he plays.
Yeah, so you've got like... Where has she got?
A lot of you playing a snap, but sometimes you go like, oh yeah, because this, then this. I just go,
Why can't I like make her...
Okay.
There you go. Preview. So...
oh, neat art.
So, yeah, basically you pop her down. She's your... I believe she's your general.
She's 3D.
Yeah, she is your... Yeah, leader. Sorry, not general, leader. And so she's swap a card with...
Any one of your choice.
So move a card from the hand to the deck and draw another in its place. So basically you take one card out of your hand, put it into your deck, and get a new card out of your deck, put it into your hand. And it boosts by 3.
Oh,
so boost
right,
is
yeah,
just it increases its power by 3.
Because normally what you draw is just, that's it. That's your
That's
whole
what
game.
you've got, yeah. So her thing is, you pop her down and you go get anything you need out of your deck for that interaction. And then you start with and then she has some special cards. She'll have some green specific cards, like this guy. He just plays a random bronze or silver dwarf card from your deck. So he's like a staple in my dwarf deck. Is I play my general, go find him, and he goes find something else.
So there's deck interactions as well as just hand interactions.
Yes, there are cards. So if you save an X, that's just.
So why are some of them moving, some of them not? Is that a
that's
rarity
that's
thing?
like foil. So you have the normal card,
Yeah.
and then if you want to, you can
Cool.
foil it, and it's just basically a 3D moving version. You have this
That's
guy
kinda cool.
or this guy who's moving. So for example, you might want to have a look and just who are you more interested in playing
Hang on
with?
just a second. Wow, my fans have actually kicked into my PC. That's unusual.
It's up to you who you are interested in playing in. Do you want to play as
Also, can you see what my cards all work? You had up a list of all my cards a second ago.
Sorry, that's the cards inside this deck.
Oh, right, okay.
So 2 of those, and then just... So those cards.
I was just curious because look at the different characters from what I know of the stories and stuff. So if you scroll to the top, we have Triss, Triss, and Geralt, who's obviously the main character.
Yeah, so she just ETBs. She is 10 power. She is 10 to your point score, and then when she ETBs, she does 5 damage to something. She just kills a thing, basically.
Yeah.
Gerald is Gerald. He has no abilities. He's Steve.
Geralt.
Sorry. Yeah, she's fine. He's vanilla Steve. He's a 15. He just pops down and he's like, I'm...
No, I'm sorry. I'm stuck on Gerald. From now on, he is Gerald, because that's so much funnier.
Yeah. And see, this is another card that's staple in my dwarf deck, is because it pops down and just gets +7 because I have 7 dwarves. It's just oh, well, okay then. And then each deck will have different, so you go to your, for example, the generic McMen. And again, every deck has
Geralt and Triss.
I think every deck has Geralt and Triss, and then you have this one has her, who does 5 damage to one enemy, then 4, 3, 2, 1 to random.
Do any of them have Yennefer, or is she an unlock? Because Yennefer is strictly better Triss.
Which faction would she most likely be in?
Her
Monsters, yeah, but so
it doesn't really matter. I was just curious because you get those 2 by default. Disagree. Is playing a snap at a Triss fan.
You got that guy. Resurrect a leader. So he basically, if your leader has already been killed,
Be Nilfgaard. Really, Nilfgaard?
Let me check Nilfgaard. Hold on.
I mean, it doesn't really. It doesn't matter. I was just curious.
Oh, I was in Nilfgaard just there. What was her name?
She would be one of the because she's one of the main characters.
How's her name spelled? First couple of letters.
Yennefer. Yen.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. It's fine. Yen. Is that her?
That looks not dissimilar.
Yeah, Yennefer Enchantress. Spawn the last bronze or silver spell you played. So yeah, so she's...
Geralt, Triss, OTP. Oh, I hate to break it to you playing a snap, but in the books, Triss is entirely one-sided. And Geralt is
Yennefer's. There are 3 Yennefers. You have Yennefer Enchantress, Yennefer...
But anyway, I was just curious, but let's get to actually playing.
Okay, so which deck would you like to try? You have the Northern Realms, the Nilfgaard...
I don't mind. But let's play to my strengths and go with what is the simplest mechanically.
I don't know. Because I've played mostly...
Well, as I said, technical knowledge, man. Let's wait for Playing a Snap to catch up in chat. Which do you think would be the simplest mechanically to learn?
I think the men are fairly
Northern
easy.
Realms.
Northern Realms.
Well, Skellige's men as well, I'm assuming, because that's just an island.
I think they're Vikings. Or
they're
Viking type, yeah.
They're an island group.
I personally played a lot of this. They're actually fine. They mostly just have interactions with their own. So it's like dwarf, elf kind of thing.
What does that mean? God tell. It's squirrels.
Squirrels.
It's squirrels. They're a faction of people who hide in trees.
Yeah.
Northern Realms or monsters, he reckons, are probably easiest. Thank you, Playing
So
Snap.
which one would you rather?
Let's go with Northern Realms. It's the default starter one.
Cool. So basically, it's just beat this fight, beat this
That
fight,
fight, beat
beat
that
this
fight.
fight. You unlock a new person that could head your deck, which might, you know,
Twitch chat's doing that weird thing again.
what's that?
It just randomly adds and removes people's badges.
Oh, okay. So let's go Steel Skin.
So Ravewood is likely a soldier is only as strong as a breastplate. In the end, even the best swordsman cannot change the tide of battle if he falls to one straight arrow, or a single lucky blow. That's what. So that's just flavour.
Yeah. So Herald does a lot of damage. Boost your units so they don't get destroyed. Radavoid?
Yeah, Radovid.
Radovid can help you take out Clan Axeman. So if you hit start battle, I'm curious as to why he has a chained up woman there, but I'm sure that's
Probably just his
relevant.
art.
Yeah, no,
I can't remember. I've read some of
Is
the
he a
books.
sadistic bastard? So you are
I mean,
against
he's in the Witcher series, so yes.
that guy, like torturing someone. Okay,
Right, so let's have a look at what I've got in my hand.
so you start with.
There's no time limit in this mode, is there?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
No,
So we've got Radovid. That's my leader.
yeah, so you can play him once per game, once per whole thing, 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Um,
Like any card, once it's played,
it's
graveyard,
gone.
yeah.
But it's available at all times.
yeah. So deals 4 damage to 2 enemies,
And
lock them and
so if you right click
Ah.
and then highlight and just hover over lock, disable a card. Yeah, sorry, you go.
Yeah, sorry, disable the card's abilities. So it's basically Trick Bind from Magic.
Yeah, it just basically like blanks them into a Geralt.
Oh no, it's silence. Sorry, it just turns them into
yeah.
So they can't use
and then
abilities.
crew is this unit grants a bonus to crewed units. So there'll be things that pop in and be like, for each card with crew, this gains X. So it's a count towards that. That'll be a thematic thing. Like my deck, most of the time it's dwarves. So it'll be like something comes in and checks number of dwarves, does a thing based on number of dwarves.
So this one you play it, and plays from your deck.
So it automatically drags all other versions of that card.
So it's basically I'm going to keep referring to Magic because it's what I know. I'm afraid.
One of the most recent ones is Vampire Conquistador.
The one that I would know is Squadron Hawk,
Yes.
which is you play a Squadron Hawk, search your deck for up to 3 Squadron Hawks.
Yeah, I mean
You
there's
don't play
there's
them
a couple
immediately,
Of,
but,
yeah, there's
yeah.
a couple of wolves that do. There's loads of different things in Magic that do that.
Turn Drummer.
So
So
there
5 power boost by 6.
So there are 2. There's Boost and there's another one. Boost is
Target.
well, no, they both have a Boost is temporary, sort of run out at the end of the round. And there's another one that strengthens them permanently because there are some cards that
Oh.
can stay through a round.
So you can. Oh, okay. No. So what I thought you meant initially was I'd play him and my turn, I would get basically equivalent to him giving me 10 in effect.
yeah.
But then when it came back to my chance to play a card, it would go away. But no, it's until that is a victory or a loss, and
Yeah,
you've got
so-
some animal hair on you.
Probably got a lot of it somewhere. It's now in your office.
Oh well.
Yeah, so there are a few cards that have a little lock symbol on the bottom, and what it basically means is that card will stay to the next round if it's not killed at the end of this one. There are a few that have it. There aren't many.
That sounds pretty redonk
So you play the card, and if you boost it, that's just temporary for the round. But if you
Strengthen is the
if you
permanent boost. Thanks for explaining
strengthen the card, it means when it rolls into the next round, it stays strengthened. Boost doesn't last for that. So boost is the one you'll see 90% of the time. Strengthen is a little bit rarer. And then anything that's got a little padlock at the bottom means it's staying for another round, and it loses padlock at the start of the next round.
Okay, I've got 2 of him in hand.
To him,
Doing
bolts,
more,
char something.
deal full damage to an enemy. So it's
Well, the magic equivalent would be char, which is deal 4 damage to target creature.
fair enough.
It bolt shock char. It's like you learn.
Yeah, I've not come across Char, so
4 armor is, if you highlight over it, it's basically additional health. It absorbs X amount of damage before.
see, I don't remember from the Witch there being much in the way of damage to other cards, or not a lot of it.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, armor doesn't actually increase the power of the card.
It's just an extra 4 resistance.
Yes, like if you boosted it, it would go to 16 and could be damaged back down to whatever number. Armor will always
Yeah, it's
come off
basic- yeah.
first, and
It's-
it will stay
yeah,
at 10.
okay. Sure. So it's like you have to trample over it, basically.
You have to beat through the armor. You can deal damage. Oh god, he comes in with 9 armor.
Oh, I love CD Projekt sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
basically
9
comes in. He comes in as an 11, but you have to deal 9 damage to him before you can start reducing that 11.
Yeah.
He's not a 20.
Triss,
And then
deal
Triss
5
is
damage.
just, yeah,
Because
5.
pyromancy.
I don't know what 5 is. Lava Axe, I guess. Yeah, and then
And Geralt, because he's a Witcher, and Witchers are just hench.
yeah, there's a couple other. There's like 2 other main witches that you can get hold
Okay,
of.
so this is basically the paralysation I had when I first tried to play. So I just went into the game, into Gwent standalone. I went, cool, I'm gonna stop playing. I just looked at this and went, well, none of these are good right now. Because they all don't do anything useful right now. So what's he got out anyway? He's got 2 armor and 6
health.
So if I played one of the guys who did 4, he would take 2.
Yes, and he would lose his armor, and his total score would become 4.
Whenever an enemy opposite row is damaged, boost self by 1. So that's pretty legit.
Yeah, so he just basically keeps himself getting busy.
So I mean, my instinct would be to start with the small.
Yeah, so you could like bung him out, and you basically probably got up to like 9 or something.
Okay, here's something else that's slightly confusing to me from having played this in The Witcher. None of them have what row they can be played in.
If it doesn't specify, they can go in any.
Okay. That's
so that
weird,
infantryman
okay.
can go in any, and then there are some row specific, and then obviously there are cards that damage row specific. Like if you highlight over his axeman, again that won't have a symbol; it can just go wherever.
And he's put him in range.
I don't actually know whether in these tutorial battles it like starts by telling you which rows they. I think it might just let you put them wherever. I'm not entirely sure.
So I guess play infantry in the front line. Because,
Yeah,
I mean,
bung him in the front line. He'll drag however many. I think you can have up to 3 of each card in your deck, so he'll probably drag out 2 more. I mean, if you bung out him and he drags all his
2, yeah.
I mean, if you like bung that one down, it drags out 2 more, and then you can start like, yeah. So you can click a drag, put him wherever, and he'll drag his friends out. And then you could always like play the booster guy and boost one of them. Like,
Yeah. So he's played the same guy again. In a recent update, they removed a large portion of the row-specific requirements. That seems odd to me because that was one of the things that appealed to me about this game. But I suppose I'm not trying to balance it.
You still have some things that are, you still have some things that are catapult. Because I didn't actually find that many cards that interacted with specific rows. You just had certain cards had to go in them.
Yes, because I'm assuming it's in this, but in The Witcher 3 you had weather, which would just like.
You
out.
do have some weather few things. But like, yeah, if I remember correctly, Geralt was a swordsman, so you had to put him in the front. Whereas I had a couple that were like they counted as like support siege, so they went at the back. So.
I mean, technically, I could, if I wanted to, pass now and and save all my stuff another round, but then we'd be equal footing anyway, so it's pointless.
Yeah, I mean, you could play something that's going to be like if you put him down, you're going to get an 11 point up, so you're going to go to 20.
Let's put him in the back row
Left,
and
right,
target him.
left, right.
So he now has to play something like of 8 value to get.
Yeah.
You want to pass,
So it forces
you
him to
gotta
play
pay.
that.
Can't let you through elsewise.
Discard all copies of this unit from your deck. Huh! That's a weird thing.
Well, there are some cards that interact with the graveyard. Very, very few. So I'm guessing he played that and then it discards all other copies. I mean, you could just do that again. You have another boost guy. It's up to you whether you want to like. Because the thing is, if you keep a hold of those 2 7s, come next round, you can blow up his things as he's playing them, and that's like a different way of swinging the tide. But you can just play that for another 11 and just go to 32.
Army's
Spread
wasted
my
time
stuff
for
across
one.
the rows.
Yeah, 31, which forces him to play an 8 at least. I think he has to beat what you're doing,
You
so.
lazy bastards.
ouch.
You'll sleep when you're dead.
Wow, he's doing a lot.
What does he do?
Let's do
Split 10 damage randomly between enemies on the
Was it
opposite
the
row.
row,
So
so
he
yeah.
goes siege, he pings siege.
And he boost armor by 1.
Yeah, opposite row is damage. So because
At
it was
this
in the
point,
opposite row,
I guess he's at 7. I'm at.
and he's just played his he's just played his leader. So it might be worth just passing because I don't actually know what you play here. I mean,
I could, short of Triss, Geralt, and the Troll.
I was gonna say you should have to play something, then he'd just be like, okay, pass back. You play something.
Skellige is pretty much the reanimation guys. That actually makes some sense. Let's pass this round. Okay, lost round 1.
But he's used his leader skill now, so. And yeah, I believe you draw 2, and then you. In a normal game, you'd be allowed to, in the first... Oh, so her power, she spawns one of those 3.
Yeah, so she has a weather effect. That's neat.
Yeah. In a normal game, when you're not doing the tutorial stuff, first turn you get like your 10, and you can trade out 3. You can just shuffle them back in, draw new ones.
Yeah.
Then you've got, in the second round, you draw 2, and you can shuffle back 1. Then the last round, I think you just draw 1, shuffle back 1. Something like that. It's either 3, 2, 1, or 3, 1, 1.
So he's played...
Whenever you discard this unit, play it. So the idea would be if you had another card, for example, say you had one that part of the casting cost was to discard a card.
Yeah.
You could discard him to get him played automatically.
I mean, I could just clock
you could
him.
do that and go up 7 and dump him back down to 0 again. Like that would be a really easy way of doing it. Just play that and just burn that thing down,
To lamb. Shank.
Wow.
and then just rinse and repeat until he gives up. Because you have 2 more.
Give him no rest. No
So he's got the
reprieve.
summon thing. Shield Maiden.
Yeah, so the thing is, he didn't even make it to 7, so he's at a disadvantage now. So like if you played another 7 and went to 14 and knocked him down to 2, like it puts you in a massive advantage.
Or I could put in a guy just to tank to wait and see what they're going to do.
Oh yeah, you could put a 10 inch go to 17 and he still has to make like 11 to...
Well, I still have these 3 in reserve.
Oh, good, yeah. I'm thinking those 3 for round 3 though.
Yeah.
And basically just keep those
That's
3 for
kind
round
of what
3.
I meant.
Yeah.
See where we get to. So why did... Oh, because they summoned from the deck, so that was the...
Yeah.
He couldn't summon the one from
So
his
this
hand.
is where you go, okay. He's now at this point, like if you play another card, you're going so far ahead, but if you pass and he managed to get above 17, he wins. If you pass and he can't, you win the round. So it's a case of like how much more overextending do you want to do? So you could just play your general.
No, I was just curious to see what his thing did, sorry.
Yeah, but like you could play your general, you'd go up by 6 and take 2 of his 3s out and put him down to 3, and he'll probably concede at that point. And then you have all of that to deal with, like just hand dump in the 3rd round. Like I'd wager that your general would end this fight, end this round.
Okay, let's try that then.
Do not.
And then,
test
so the first one is
my
lock.
patience.
No, you hit 2 for 4 and lock, and you trigger them so you. But he's gonna kill them both anyway. He just kills and he does 4 damage to and locks up to 2 things. But
Yeah.
the 4 damage killed them both.
Yield and save
What's he
me some
played?
time.
Siri.
Whenever you lose a round, return this unit to your hand. So
But,
honestly, he's probably done that because he's gonna concede.
but if I drop it now, there's a chance he can still get it to 23 fairly easily.
So if you now this is what's always confusing. If you pass now, can
Look,
he just continuously play cards?
He can. So this is the interesting thing. So this is why I find Gwent interesting and why I was interested in it in the first place. Is because at this point, if I concede at this point to go,
You
okay,
pass.
if I pass,
He can
he
dump his
doesn't
entire
he doesn't have to
hand.
give a shit about round 3 because if he can get above 23 with those 5 cards,
Yeah.
he's won.
So you have to overextend enough that he doesn't want to play anymore, but also, I mean,
I could just whack Siri for 2 and then try and whack her for another 2 to get rid of her because she is Siri.
yes, whenever you lose a round, return this unit. So, like, you just want to keep those 3 in reserve, don't you?
Yeah.
mean-
Well, I want to keep Death Mold as well.
Yeah, maybe just, play the 7. Either ping the armoured thing or just kill the 3.
Shield didn't.
Yeah, because the other thing's coming back unless you can... Are you willing to play both of those 7s to kill
I don't know
Fred?
if I am because lore-wise, I'd want to kill the shit out of Siri, but in terms of card, she's
She's
actually
not too...
that
Like,
mate,
she just...
that.
Yeah, she gets 6, but she comes back, so she almost survives a round.
Yeah, they've conceded. They've
They've
around.
passed, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where them playing that is kind of a they're going to pass.
Yeah.
It's like... Starting the final round, basically hand dump.
Yeah, but with tactics. Ooh, what's so you're out?
Deal 9 damage to a thing.
That's pretty legit.
That 4-drop mage does the same... One of her 3 effects is the same thing. Deal 9 damage to a thing. So she can
oh,
either...
so I have to pick one of these.
Yeah, so what is a hazard? Apply a hazard to it. So you highlight
Yeah,
a
so a hazard is the thing that changes battlefield.
A negative
effect,
row
yeah.
effect can be removed by some cards. So it deals 2 damage to... Deals 1 damage to 2 random units on turn start.
I mean, that's pretty. She's legit.
But yeah, basically it's a 4-drop that like does something for 9, and then you've also got that as a card. Hello, receipt.
That's a receipt of my window ledge.
Yeah.
Because I keep my office very tidy.
Maybe just lead with Geralt. Like, he's Steve. He's either Geralt or the 11. Like at this point, you're not. There is no more rounds.
I might as well drop the troll roll first because he's got the 9 shield.
Oh, he's not going anywhere. But I mean more. This is hand.
Well, I want to sort of coax them out to see what they're going to do first.
This is hand dump mode now.
Right, so you've got Priestess of Freya, Resurrect a Bronze Soldier. And
Which is that thing that discarded a load to the graveyard. Which means if he has any more of those, he can...
I can use Triss to...
Yeah, so like that 5 damage will obviously knock him down to...
But I can easily knock him down to...
0 just by hitting them for like... The more efficient way would probably be 4 and 9. Would probably be your most efficient way of doing it. Like, doing it with that, then like the spell.
Yeah, well, I kind of just want to coax out and see what they're going to do.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they're, like both of you are just going to end up dumping your hands. It's just what order you dump them in.
What do you say?
So like, even if you Triss the other one for 5, you've still got 2 instances of 9.
I'm just going to dump the other tank out to see what he's doing. I kind of don't want to play anything that's really useful until I know what he's going to play to the field.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's... Yeah,
He just did, what, 3 damage to 2 things?
Looks like it. 1 damage to 3 units.
Oh, 1 damage to 3, okay, so he just pinged the 3 off. Might just be worth doing that 9. Like, playing the mage and just bolting the 8-drop for 9.
Oh, you mean using her?
Like, yeah, like...
I don't know, I kind of, like, because if I want to hold on to her, because I could always just, like, flatten a line.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. In which case it might just be worth dropping that thing. I mean, it doesn't leave you with any dude behind, but...
Let's...
Or Triss it for 5.
Yeah, let's Triss someone for 5.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, what did you do? I got Roach. Whenever you play a gold card unit from your hand, summon this unit. Ah, Roach. I love that art as well.
Oh, because that just sits inside your own deck. That would
Yeah.
that would come out of your deck whenever. I wonder if you have more than one copy. Let's find out. Play Droll.
What did he just play?
He played another one of those and pinged all 3 of them by 1 again. Luckily, your armoured units aren't actually taking any health damage out of it, so they're still counting for their full point value.
So if I bolt the back row, because I can, when I bring in Death Mold, I can clear this line down with the weather.
Okay, so her 3...
Oh, hers is Rain. So Rain is for Siege Row, isn't it?
So if you look at her again for a second... So, apply a hazard to enemy row that deals 1 damage to 2 random units on turn start. So that is continuous. So every turn start...
Oh, sorry, so they
1
completely
damage
changed what that does. That's what's got...
so Rain sits on a line, and every turn start it does 1 to 2 random things. If you put it there, it would basically kill them in 2 turns. Or you can do the nice thing to your units, which is boost all damaged allies under the rate, or you can just kill something. So if you put it on the front row, it will end up killing both of those. If you put it on the middle row, it will just whittle them down.
It'll whittle them down, yeah, I'm going to do it. Because the thing is, that's not what it did in The Witcher 3. So that's what I was assuming it did. I was assuming what it did was, because in Witcher 3 it turned everything on a row to 1.
Oh. What the fuck have they just played?
Summon Eskel and Vesemir.
I think he played
They're
one...
witches. Lambert. So, yeah. So
Yeah,
they're
he
basically
played
play one Witcher, you get the other 2.
Yeah, there's a couple of... There's another one that works well with Geralt. There's another couple that are like in the gold tier that all summon each other as well.
Right, let's bolt the Clan Pirate, I think, for 9.
Mm-hmm. Drops him to 28 and you're at 44.
And Geralt's another 15, so I should be alright.
Well, it's 2 to everything. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, you lost, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 there. But you're still ahead, and he's got 1 card. So basically, he has to do, what, 2, 8, 23?
Yeah.
He has to get up 23 or down you by 20. Oh, even more now, 25.
So what's that card? It's a shield card. It's Ciri again. Oh yeah, we should have... if I'd thought about it, I would have realised that.
You would have known he had Ciri in hand,
yeah.
So you won.
Cool.
And that gets you your...
This game still confuses me, but I'm remembering why it's cool.
Yeah. So you've got next, and then it will give you your prize of...
Of the 15... Oh, 25, sorry.
25 ore, which is essentially your
So and then you've got this is the breakdown.
So
of
that's
score
the breakdown of who won what round, and then you
and your
got
experience points.
100 XP. When you
I
level
assume
up,
you lose experience points as well because I remember someone watching someone talk about how they were trying to get to level 25.
I think if you lose matches, as you get much higher up,
Yeah.
I think like at the lower levels, I don't think you like that one gets you 50 or, and that'll be the same again there. It'll be 25, 50. So the idea is doing.
Okay. Well, to get a feel of different decks, we just do the first one for each one.
Yeah, I mean it's set like if you did that again, it would be the exact same thing again. It would. These tutorials are designed to play out the same every time. So if you did Steel Skin again, that would you'd have the exact same
if
hands.
we go to Skellige, it's protected.
Oh yeah.
So we'd get
it would be the you would get an idea of how each deck plays.
Let's stick with Northern Realms for now.
Watch out for Francesca. She can draw any card she wants at any time. Use Radavoid to deal with resilient units like Markham Defenders. Start the battle.
We do what must be done.
You're against Queen of the Free Elves,
Just
Francesca.
Okay.
It will probably
it's
give
the
you a
same
slightly different
hand.
hand. Slightly different.
It looks the same so far. Let's have a look.
If you look towards the end, you've got a couple of different cards in there.
Dreadman Infantry, Death Mold.
So you started with Death Mold this time.
Priscilla.
And you've also got Priscilla.
Use 5 random allies by 3. That's legit.
But you need to drop her when you want to drop her when you got 5.
Picture a dandelion in a dress and you've got a general idea. I quite like that. We've got Grell.
Because ideally, to take the best control of her ability, you want to know what 5 things she's boosting. So ideally, you want to only have 5 things on the board, so you know those 5 things will get the boost.
Well, she seems like something you'd play fairly late in a round.
Oh god, yeah.
So
I
he's
feel she's
playing-
around. She's yeah. Okay, resilient. There we go. That's what I was talking about. So resilient is it stays around. So remain on the battlefield, end of the round, and reset to base power if boosted. But if it's been strengthened, it will keep that. Strengthened is permanent power change. Same as if you did it 4 damage and then it stayed to the next round, it will go back up to 6. The damage won't stay permanent.
That's just tedious.
It's a pain, especially in first round if you get like maybe 20 powers worth that's gonna stay. I've done that before and been like, okay, I'll concede this round because next round I start with 20. Good luck with that. Win or lose, I start next round with 20.
That's just...
You can kill them. You can just blow it up
Yeah,
for
but
6.
that's
And
like when you play someone who's playing life games. It's like, what's your win condition? I gain life. No, that's what... No, but what's your...
I deck you by making you make like so many choices.
It just makes a protracted, boring battle.
I mean, like, you could just play the mage and deal at 9. Be done with it.
Yeah,
just be done with it.
But I'm assuming she has more.
Probably, yeah.
So let's dump an infantry out first.
Yep.
It's a fairly safe start to a fight.
Yep. Plus, just play 6, concede. Oh crap, he's got another one. He's like, so that, if you look, was boost an ally. So it won't keep that 3. It will go back down to 6.
Yeah, but now I'm tempted to just kill it.
Oh, what? Kill the guard or kill the 9?
Kill the...
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's a fair shout.
Fuck it, let's kill it. I know it's round 1.
Because one of the things I like about the dwarves as well is quite a few of them have like, if this unit is boosted, boost it. I've got one. There's one in my dwarf deck that if it's targeted, if it's like, oh, he's played. There's a dwarf that's like, if it's boosted, damaged, it's basically if it's targeted anyway, boost by 3. So the idea is if anyone tries to kill it, it gains 3 hit points. But also if you're boosting like her, boost 5. He just goes, okay, I'll boost 8 then because I'm just boosting more. Like just boost, boost, boost. I mean, we can always flick over to mine so you can see the dwarf deck later once we've had a bit of a feel of. So you've got like guaranteed 9 power there. Like the dude that drags out his 2 friends.
Yeah.
And that would give you on the threshold of 5.
Yeah, I'm just sadly going, do I try and outright win round 1 to otherwise to stop the dwarves getting momentum?
It's one of those things that who went first this round? It was her, wasn't it?
Yep.
So you'll go first round 2. Is it worth like winning this round, straight conceding the middle one, and then just like after they've played a card, because it'll force them to play something? Like if you just like
Yeah. It might be. Yeah, let's try that.
because one of the things is like that one and that one work really well together because he drags out 3 things, and that means she has like straight up has all her targets. Welcome to dwarves.
Yeah, this is just. So if I dump her out now, they'll all get boosted by 3.
Yeah, so you'll gain 18. Boost 5 random
Bad
allies by
idea.
3. So you'll get, and obviously
And
you played a
Roach.
gold card, so
Yeah.
Roach comes out. So you're now at 45.
So I'm surprised he's not just called it.
Deal 3 damage to an enemy if the unit was not destroyed. Strengthen self by 3. So he's gone to 9. Notice how it's not green. His health went from 6 to 9, but it's white now because that's his permanent health. Like that's his now new number. Although
Yeah.
at the end of the round he'll go away, but if you did it to the guy with resilience, he would come in the next round with. I mean, she's still only at 36. Like you could really push for it and be like, okay, I'm just gonna like play Geralt, or I'm just gonna play a 7, deal 4, and just like really try and hold on.
I really want to like crush this round, but I don't want to waste all my cards. Let's boost Roach.
Left, right,
Jesus.
right.
Just turn. Like 53 is hard. Like they might just concede. They might.
But no, they are determined.
No, because you got 5. There you go. So they're only 5 behind. So like, do you want to get? I mean, you'll draw 2 cards. So is it worth boosting again? Because those 2 7s will start killing stuff. You've got the 10 armored guy. You've got your general still.
I mean, I could. Yeah, the thing is, I don't. I kind of want to keep the general to deal with those dwarves in the next round.
Yeah, deal 4 damage to 2 enemies and lock them. I wonder if the lock would get rid of resilience.
Well, I don't think it will get rid of it.
If you look at lock, it just says disable the card's abilities. If resilience is an ability, they won't keep that next round. Just a thought. I don't know if that's how it works.
Let's find out. This is a tutorial. We're learning to play.
Yeah.
It is how
Sometimes
I
if you
punish
pick the guy with resilience and one other thing,
Where's the one with resilience?
at the back, the one with the fist and the iron, yeah. So if you pick him, and I don't think anyone else has like a currently interactable ability, do they? No, just ping something else then. Yep, he lost it, so he doesn't get that next round. Oh,
Express me, Evelian.
What the hell are they doing?
so they play their general, swap a card. Swap a card. So take a card out your hand, get one out your deck, switch one over.
Yeah.
That, whenever you swap this unit, play it. So basically they've gone like... It's like Madness kind of
Yeah.
thing. It's just like, if this card is discarded, instead put it onto the battlefield.
Thing is, if I now play this guy, then I'm reliant on what I draw to get through the next round.
Pretty much, yeah. You don't want to see round 3.
I mean, I don't want to see round 3 either way at this point.
No, you don't. It's like, but do you just want to be like, okay, here's another 11 points?
Right, left,
Roach.
right.
Make super hench Roach.
Like-
67's ludicrous.
So you're like... I've done it in like the 90s. Like, it's stupid.
Why are you still going?
Wenches.
Because they want to win this round. But then it's, do you think on those 4 cards plus your draws, could you win the next 2? Because the thing is, if you pass now, they have to play another card. They go to 2 in hand, you've got 4.
But I can't win another 2 rounds with this.
But they've only got 2 cards at that point. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like, they'll draw 2, you'll draw 2, so you'll be at 4 and 6. So it's like, do you go, okay, pass. They
But
have to
but
play
they've got-
something else.
They're keeping the dwarves.
No, they're not. As long as it hasn't got resilience, you got rid of the resilience. It's only if it's got resilient which you got rid of. So they're starting next round at 0.
Okay, let's risk this. Let's risk it.
So you got to hold longer, I guess. So they have to play something else.
Oh, come on. What are they going to do?
They have to. Otherwise they
We're the
lose.
best regiment in the
So
whole
they go to
far
68.
north.
That's
They
fine.
play.
Summon all copies of this unit, similar to your
Yeah.
soldier dude. So you lost the round by a point. And then you go into the next round, and they have 2 cards, and you will have. They'll have 4. You'll have 6, or yeah. So you've got a lot of board attack at this point. Like
So what
you've
did,
got
what did I
4
draw? I drew another Mauler
and
and
Triss.
Triss.
So you've got 4, 8, 12, 17 points of like kill board. So you can just keep.
Clock him.
You just basically play a 7, kill a thing. Play a 7, kill a thing until he
Keep it
gives
down,
up.
mate.
Come on,
You
Francesca,
don't
what
know
can you do?
how many games I've gone into round 3 on a top deck,
Death
both of
awaits
us,
all.
and just gone, round 3 we are drawing a card.
That was
Okay,
interesting.
draw. I win. Or
Whenever
I
this unit moves, boost self by 2.
Yeah, so there are some units that'll be like, playing a unit and it'll be like, move a friendly unit to your row and do a thing to them.
What you looking at?
So it might be like, he plays something in that row that drags that to it, and then it'll get stronger
That
for being
was
dragged.
entertaining timing that I just happened to mouse over. I got the decapitation as the.
As it died, yeah. So they passed around straight up. And you still have 10, 20, 30, 42 power in hand,
Okay.
and 9 damage to them. So, holy crap, 10, 20, 30, 40, 52 power in hand.
Yeah, and
So-
we're up first.
And you're up first, so
So
just
dump shield,
yeah,
dude.
just lead with armored man, and you've got nothing to lose here. So just play to your outs. He's done you 3 damage. Okay, just another one. It's like okay, wall of beef.
Why's he gone red?
Because he's just deciding. I think it's more like a pressure thing. It's like you've got the big.
Oh, so if he was playing against an actual computer person, it would show that they were mousing over or
Yeah, probably.
4 damage to an enemy.
Yeah, just blow it up. I mean, it's not like you can't. I suppose you're giving him less interactables at this point. I mean, they've lost.
Right-head Sparley.
Play a bronze or silver ambush card from your deck. Oh, trap card.
Let's tryst that.
I'll do what I can.
Yep. You win. I don't know if the ambush cards go off at the end, so I just played your roll just in case.
Yeah.
just in case. Just in
I mean,
case.
to be fair, I went on any single row, so
That popped up there at the end, so it would have just done something. Yeah, that's how they go sometimes. Is you have this really beefy first round, and the middle round is like both of you are like, I don't want to lose any cards, so I'm not gonna. Like, so you got 50 or you could probably go buy a couple packs if you wanted to now, or you could just keep going with the tutorial missions.
I mean, we got nothing to do. I'm not going to be deck building, but I'm just curious to open some packs now, see what we get.
Yeah,
More Triss Marigold.
because one of the things I
So
found.
shop.
Yes, if you go to shop and then go to the card kegs.
What's Meteorite Powder?
That lets
Starter
you. So a starter pack. Click that for a second because they're mostly paid for.
400 powder.
Oh, that's for £4. No,
Oh.
it's fine. There was one when I first started playing that was like a free starter pack for if you had like Gwent. It was like if you had the game, so you can buy one for a 100, and you have
£2.50. So this is basically your Magic the Gathering online booster packs.
or Overwatch loot chests, that kind of thing. Like you can buy them.
Buy
So you
for
could you can buy 2.
Buy 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Processing transaction. I have a deck that kind of relies on the premise of going ham round one. That seems. This is the thing. This is what interests me about Gwent, and I actually find slightly disappointing about this version of Gwent compared to the one in The Witcher. Is the one in The Witcher you don't draw. Those 10 from round 1 to round 2 you don't draw another 2 cards. The 10 cards you start with, that is it.
Yeah. So I think the problem with that is that is too luck
If that's
dependent.
how I remember it. Well, no, because the thing that was cool with that was you go, okay, what am I going to do? Because I know precisely what I'm going to have next round. So I've got 2.
Yeah.
So that's what Nilfgaard, Scoute,
and then
and
who we was playing.
Northern Realm, whatever it's
Yeah.
called. I
So
can't
if
remember
you click so you got
now.
Trebuchet.
Deal 1 damage to 3 adjacent enemies. Crude, increase damage
So
by
for
1.
every card with crew in it, which is what your general had, that's on the battlefield at the time that is played.
Okay, so there's a difference between crude and crew.
Yeah, so crew. So something with crude counts the number of cards with crew.
And something with crew just counts towards the cards that require crew.
So that comes in, and for everything that's got crew on it, it does additional damage, and then that
Reaver
boosts all
Hunter.
copies of this unit by 1 whenever they are, wherever they are. Repeat this process whenever a copy. So you play a Reaver Hunter, and even the ones in your deck go up to 6. Then you
Yeah.
play your next one. The one on the battlefield will go to 6, and the other one in your deck will go to 7. Play the 7, that'll go 6, 7, and you end up with some decent cards. Swap a card and boost yourself by its base power. So you play that for 5, and you go. Take
So
this
you
10.
swap it with something in another row, and then you add.
No, so swap is the one from your deck. So
Oh, right.
what that does basically, you play the 5, and you say, I'm going to put Drolt back in my deck, get
Yeah.
a different thing out. That gets boosted by 15 because you traded out Drolt.
Okay, that's
So swap a card and boost self by its base power. So whatever you chuck
So you-
away, that gets bigger by its power.
okay.
So you could trade Jolt out, and you
Oh.
basically.
Clan Archer. We've
Yeah.
seen plenty of those.
So basically, it's almost like playing Drolt and then getting another free card.
What?
And you get to pick a 5th card. So it's not all random. You get
Oh,
to
that's
pick.
really neat.
So you get
You
4
get a
random
choice.
cards and a 5th
And a choice of 3.
choice of 3, and you own one of those, and you don't own either of those. and they're normally something that's a little bit rarer. So you have
Ambush, flipped.
so after 2 turns, flip her over. So basically, she's untargetable. If you highlight
I
over
like
ambush,
that. That's neat.
I think if you highlight over it, it does say like it's played face down. You can't target it, and then after 2 turns, it's flipped.
I like his art, and I like that mechanic. I'll take that one.
Yep. And they were your 5 cards. Yeah, so that swap power is really good because you could be like, swap your ult out. You've basically played him to boost it by 15, and you get a new card, which you get to go pick. So, and you can open your next keg as well.
So I was just checking the video quality. We are fuzzy AF, and I don't know why.
But the game is fine, so that
No,
doesn't matter.
The game looks.
People aren't watching for
real
our
neat.
faces. It's like,
They're certainly not watching for
open,
mine.
open second keg.
I mean, we could probably just have people aren't watching.
Let's go get Crunk on another keg.
Yeah. Except.
And watch him go. Ooh, lots of
We
green.
might have to start playing some of
Green.
the Scatic.
So,
So I like look at that mechanic.
That symbol is general. That is, it can go in any deck.
Oh, play the hazard. He deals 2 damage to the lowest unit on
Every
a turn.
start. So you put it on the row, every round it will do 2 to the lowest
That's
until the weather is cleared or the round is over. It will
That's neat.
continuously...
So unlike, because this is the thing that's confusing me, because like I say, from what I remember of playing it in The Witcher, you'd play it at the end as a kind of surprise. They'd be like, haha, I have like this much power, and you go, haha, that row's worth fuck all.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like you play it early on, and then they're going to try and avoid using that row. So it's,
Yeah, or they'll clear the weather,
yeah.
because there are some cards that... So
Elven Archer, deal 3 damage, then 1 damage.
So you
That's-
ping 1 for 3, 1 for 1.
That's, oh yeah, that's
Or potentially one thing for 4. That's
skirmisher.
that douchebag that pings something for 3. If it doesn't die, he gets 3 bigger.
I get the feeling, Dan, that unlike in Magic, I might be in green for this game.
So
So I
he's-
can't stand green in Magic.
So there's a big thing about him. It's like, what do you target? Because if you kill something with 3 power, he doesn't get any bigger. But they'll lose a card, so they lose something they could target. They lose something boostable. Or do you ping something that's going to go down to like 1 or 2 health, but then he gets 3 bigger, so it's a 6-point swing? Because the way he works, he doesn't get his 3 boost if the thing dies.
Yeah.
But if you don't kill it, that gives your opponent 1 extra card. Like your guy that boosts up to 5.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you're leaving your opponent with more choices for things to happen. Do you know what I mean? So it's an interesting one of, do I want a 6-point swing or do I just want to kill a thing? And then one of the War Dancers. Whenever you swap this unit, place it on a random row and draw a card. So
That's so yeah. So if you use the swap card, it would gain 3 because you swapped her out. You draw another card, but she'd go onto the battlefield anyway.
Yeah,
So that as
so
a combo is pretty legit.
yeah, so you'd swap her out, get a card out of your deck, but you get her anyway. So you basically just take a free card out of your deck and then draw.
Basically, yeah. It's basically play 2 cards, gain some toughness, and draw a card.
Yeah, pretty much. And then your 5th card, which is of somewhat choice.
So we have Vincent.
Oh, now
destroy the. Hang on, sorry.
destroy the armor of all units, then boost self. I believe he's glowy purple friend. He's probably, you could probably scrap him for a, because the way the game works is
He's
you
not.
can.
He's that's one I just. It's just.
Oh, okay,
selection
never
window.
mind. So they're silver bordered. So the
Yeah.
3 rarities are bronze, silver, gold.
Yeah.
If you scrap like a silver card, it would probably give you enough like scrap currency to like make some bronze ones. So you can go into the deck builder
Oh,
and,
like Hearthstone.
yeah. So you can basically be like, I actually really want 2 copies of this bronze card, 2 of this, 2 of this. So I'm just gonna scrap. Especially,
So,
I'll sit there
let's,
and
let's say I turned out from just what we've been doing. I turned out to be super into like the Scar Tail or whatever however they're going to pronounce
Yeah.
it. I can't remember.
you could.
I
Scrap all
could
your
then
silver
go
of the other
shit. I have a
ones.
couple of gold in Nilfgaard and I never play Nilfgaard.
That's
I
what
really
I did a
want
lot.
these 3
yes.
cards.
I went through all the other factions and went, okay, I'm going to scrap all my silver and gold I don't ever think I'll want. Some of them I got them and I was like, I saw that I got like a really good black card, like I can't remember what they are, the black border ones. And I was like, this is a really interesting, really good card. I'll keep a hold of this one, just in case I ever decide to play them.
Yeah.
And it's also like a gold card, so I'm not going to get one easily. But the other factions, I was like, I don't like them. I'll just scrap them all and make my dwarf deck awesome. Because I can just build all the dwarf cards. So, apply a hazard token where it does 3 damage to units on contact. So that'll be whenever a card is played in that round, it takes 3. And that will just sit in that row.
But the thing is, that's really obvious. They just have to not play into that row.
Yes, but then it will means the other rows will bunch up. And also they can fill up. I think there is a maximum to the amount of units that can go in a row. But if they bunch a load up more, and then you have another, like a weather hazard,
Yeah.
it will just give you a load more target. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so you end
I mean,
up
it
making
seems.
them.
I mean, it seems corner case to me. Is all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, like you. The other thing is that you could be like, I know, like especially if you went into like kind of a metagame thing of like, I know my opponent, like, or even if you went into a challenge mode, you're like, I know they play a lot of siege things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bung this in the back row because I know they have siege cards.
So I'm just looking at what this one does. So it's draw 2 cards. So it's basically
Keep one and move the other to the
Or
bottom of your deck. So
spying.
spying is a unit on the opposite side of the board. Spying a unit on the opposite side of the board from its original owner. Draw 2 cards. Keep one and move the other to the bottom of your deck. A unit on the opposite side of the board from its original owner.
Well, I would suggest you play it on their side.
A unit of the opposite side of the board from its... It doesn't... That sentence doesn't work. I'm not wrong, am I? That sentence
No,
doesn't...
that sentence doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. I understand the ability is you draw 2 cards, you pick one, and the other goes to the bottom of your deck. So it's basically like you just scry 2. A unit on the opposite side of the board from its original owner. But does it mean like
Vincent is the one that I think is most interesting of those.
yeah, destroy armor of all units and destroy. So if you like, for example, your armor, you have quite a lot of. Did that say armor? Oh, that's armor of all units. That's including friendlies.
It is,
and it will convert that
boost
armor
by itself. But the thing is, I'm assuming if you're playing him, you're also playing a deck that's low on armor.
No, you play a high on armor. Armor doesn't count towards
Oh no, it
your
doesn't.
score, but he converts it into score.
Jeez.
So if you popped 10 armor, you'd get 5 to your score because he'd get boosted by 5. So he actually works well in a high armor deck as well,
Yeah.
against high armor and with high armor. I think
This was Adventurers we were in, wasn't it?
you were in challenges. I mean, after we've done a couple of challenges, you could always try the event. I don't know what the event is. So that will get you a leader card. That will get you.
Well, let's play the Skull Tale
Okay,
because
yeah.
that seemed interesting. Defenders of Brokilon.
Yeah.
For 25 or.
So start the battle. Emfir can replay one of his allies, triggering its ability again. Destroy them before he gets a chance. That sounds like Blink. Lets you play a special card from your graveyard. Use her to play Reckoners, and that's a long word.
Reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance. Okay, it looks a lot more letters than reconnaissance should be.
It's Latin spelling, so you've got double N, double S, and an AI.
Yeah. I was like, I could have swore reconnaissance wasn't that long a word. Yeah, so the second line of text was your general, the first line is his. So
Emperor
There will be no
Nilfgaard.
negotiation.
Fuck the Nilfgaard.
yeah. So if you highlight over that general,
Yep.
play a card from your hand, then return a silver ally to your hand. So basically,
He can bounce something.
he bounced something to the hand, so obviously you can get value off it again. So
Oh, so he's revealed that from his hand. So Combat Engineer, boost an ally by 5 and his crew.
I guess that gives that's the downside of that card is like because that's a 12 power 2 armor. It's reveal a random card from your hand. So it's just like, I guess that's the downside. Also, if you highlight over that, it gives you both the sub abilities.
Yes,
there.
it does, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have to like preview it and
So, resurrect a bronze or silver special card. So I play her and it returns a card from my
see,
graveyard.
special card.
One
One
of
of those, not a creature. A special card is one of those 3.
So I don't actually have any gold or silver special cards.
Bronze or silver.
Yeah.
So you got 3
Oh, they're bronze. Okay.
So reconnaissance is look at 2 bronze units in your deck, then play one. So basically, it will shuffle your deck, deal
It's
you
a
out.
tutor.
Well, the thing is, it's look at 2 and then play one. So it will deal you 2 random ones, and you get to pick one of them.
Yeah.
Is how I'm reading that. Then you have choose one. Reset a unit reset a unit and strength by 3, or reset it and weaken it by 3. So return it to its original state.
Yeah. So
So you can either reduce the damage you've taken
Oh,
and
it's
make it better.
Witcher thing. They're Witcher thing. They raise witches eating them.
Yeah, so basically if your thing's damaged, you can restore it back to full and then gain 3, or for an enemy that's boosted, you can drag it back down
Yeah.
and then, like, you got 2 of those and then you've got a bunch
Mahakam
of
volunteers.
You got a bunch of
Summon all
dwarves.
copies of this unit.
similar. I think every army must have a similar.
The
The resilience. See, okay, so go back a few.
mushrooms.
Yeah, strengthen is permanent increase by 3. So
Yeah.
the resilience guy would come
So if
back as a 9.
I'd hit him.
If you hit him, he comes back next round as a 9.
Yeah.
the resilience guy. He would stay as a 9.
I mean, potentially, obviously, this wouldn't be what I would do, but potentially, I mean, just in round 1, I could play one of those guys as a 3, hit him.
No, play.
Sorry, one of those.
One of
guys
those
as
is a 6.
Hit him with mushrooms to get him to 9. Hit him with mushrooms again to get him to 12. Play the leader to hit him with mushrooms to get him to 15.
And then next
again,
round,
I wouldn't
and
do
next
that.
round you would start with a 15.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that because it'd be tipping your hat.
I
Somewhat.
actually don't know if double mushroom, because it says resets.
Ah, yes, you can't double mushroom. Yeah,
But I don't know if strengthen would get reset because it's not a temporary buff. It's a. I don't know.
I
We'd
think
have
it
to
would. We'd have
yeah.
to. Yeah.
I suppose, like you say, otherwise it would be a bit abusive. But
Deal 3 damage to an enemy.
that was the one. If it's not
Yeah,
destroyed, it gains 3, and that's boosted ally by 3. Which makes 1 bigger by 3.
Yeah, that's the end of the round.
Whenever a
Yup.
dwarf ally appears, boost self by 1. So he's a good one to play early.
Yeah. But I don't think he's a round 1 card.
No, I mean
Well, unless I want to beat the shit out of that thing.
it's like he's a good one to lead with in the sense that for every dwarf you play, he gets 1 bigger. So every dwarf's basically a +1.
Yeah, yeah. I'll start with him round 1.
He's also resilient.
Oh, he stays.
So you can boost him up, and he'll only come in the next round as a 7.
What the? Ugh. Create a Bronze Nilfgaardian soldier. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. If it is spying, deal 6 damage instead. So yeah, spying is you play it on the other side of the battlefield.
Yeah, but I was just trying to figure out. So like, if you highlight over, if you
A unit of the opposite side of the board from the original. Yeah, so basically, I think what it is if I play something with spying on their side of the battlefield and they have a buff on that row, I get the buff on my card.
yes, you probably transfer the buff. So this is a good place to now play spores, because you'll restore him back to 7, and then
make-
strengthen him by 3, and he'll go to. So you want the
mutagen. Make him a
Yeah.
witcher.
reset the unit and strengthen by 3. He'll start next round as a 10 now,
Well, assuming he survives.
assuming he doesn't get blasted to pieces yet. They passed. It'll.
I mean, I may as well
Actually-
play these two. I may as well.
Well, this one of these actually might only cost you 1 card, because if you play the 9 plus 3, that'll put you to 20. Oh, that'll put you 22, so you would still have to play a. Yeah, I mean, you could just play your resilience cards. Yeah, I mean, he's passed now actually, so you could just set up the board for next round to be like, okay, goes to him.
I need to play one more resilient guy.
Yeah, 1 more would do it. And then you start next round with
24.
22.
Yeah, 22. Sorry, because he's
Because
going.
he'll go back down to 10. Yeah. So you can now pass, and he's already passed. You won the round, and you
I get the appeal of playing dwarves. I hate playing against them already. It's like
It's like, okay, you're starting this round with 22 power.
So I've drawn Xavier Moran. Boost this unit by the starting power of the last different dwarf you played. Okay.
So you play a 9, then you play him, and he gets
It's
9.
Yeah, he gets. Oh, I thought it was half. Oh no, jeez. Yeah.
So you play your 9, then you play him, and he becomes a 19.
Dennis Cranmer.
Strengthen all
All
dwarves
dwarves
by
by
1,
one.
wherever they are. So your entire deck gets strengthened.
Oh, that's gross.
So anytime you'd
that
fetch a
strength is
dwarf...
permanent, right?
Yeah, strengthen is a permanent buff, and so anyone you fetched would have bonus toughness. Anything you resurrect would have bonus toughness. That's the whole point of that one. So you're already at 22. Like, you could... I mean, you're
I'd
out to...
start off with the volunteers because
Honestly, you're out to win this. I'd say you're out to win this round. I reckon you can win
less
this.
reconnaissance because that I can look for something cool.
I don't know if it lets you pick... So it's giving you 2 options. You have...
I'd go with them because we don't have anything to whack him with him
No.
at this point. So
And also, he'll stay to round 3 if it comes to that far.
Yeah.
Just click and then put him wherever. Put him in the back row with the other 2. And he gets boosted. Because why not?
and you get a boost, and you get a boost.
Played one of them again. Revealed another card into his hand. So he's now got that thing in his hand as well.
Sentry.
Boost all copies of a soldier by 2. So any one type of soldier, he can get them all boosted. So if you now played that 10, he'd come in as a 16. Because the last dwarf you played was that 6.
Yeah, but I mean, I could play as one of these two.
Honestly,
first.
I think you want to try and win this round.
Yeah, so I'd play one of those two before I played him.
Yeah. So you might just want to play the 9.
Strengthen all of your dwarves by 1. Let's play him first.
I mean, not to lose out on 1. So now he'll come in as a 10 plus 11. So he'll come in as 21 now. rather than a 19.
Notice. All roads lead
If
to
you
the
played the
old
10
port.
and then the 11, he would come in as a 20, 21. Because he'd gain the 10. Need to strengthen. No, you need to boost an ally. Doesn't matter which one, it'll only last around 16. Wait until the hubris is like, here's the thing, like, if a creature is above 20, kill it.
Yeah.
So, like,
This is where he wraths.
yeah. Yeah, so if you now play that 11, he'll come in as a 21.
And Roach.
And Roach. Oh no, plus 9, so it did go by the original power.
Yeah.
Okay, that's still fine.
Barbarians.
Why are they even playing cards? Oh, because they have to, because you won round 1. Just keep playing cards, James. You're not going to lose this round. You're already, like, 30 points ahead. Just, like, 3 damage to the thing.
Never had your
Whichever one.
kneecaps broken.
Goes to 10, 92. So you're now 50...
Jesus.
You're now 50 points ahead. I mean, he still has 5 cards in hand. So, like, this is an all-out. You're going to have to... what's in your graveyard, by the way? Cause
Nothing.
No, you got 2 cards.
Oh. Like, how do I... Oh, right.
Right-click. Because you could...
I could bring that back.
You could reconnaissance with your general, or you could mutagen with your general. Because
Right,
you could
what are you
mutagen...
thinking?
You could mutagen that 19 back down to a 12, and then weaken it by 3, and dump it down to... So you could, like, mutagen... you want to pick the...
No, I want spores. We can... Reset and weaken.
reset a unit, and then if you pick him, should put him down to 9. Yeah. And weaken is permanent as well. So weaken is the permanent version of damage. Notice that he's obviously got the white number rather than red.
Yeah. Reset all an ally strengthen it by
an
3,
ally.
or reset an enemy and weaken. So he reset my ridiculous one.
Yeah, you're still at 80 over 49. It's like, he reset the ridiculous one, so it went all the way back down to 8. So it lost everything. So the reset even lost the AoE power buff you gave your deck.
Yeah.
It even reset that.
Victory is in our grasp.
I don't see how you lose. Like, play another 10, boost something by 3. Yeah, sure. Like, you're at 109. I don't see how you lose. Like, especially
Kind of
as
silly.
your general can now pop a
Mutagen.
I mean, I just play her now because you don't just want her in the last. You just want to go all out for this one. You can either
I get
go get
reconnaissance.
go get a random
It's
thing.
got a reconnaissance.
So you got another boost, or you've got another ping and get 3.
I reckon boost.
So you either come in with 13, or you come in with 10 and do them 3. So the result will be the same.
I'll go with that one and then get rid of one
Kill
of
a
the...
soldier, yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Put
are you
you in.
putting him? Even it out. Even it out.
Well, no, I have because it's now tapered.
Oh, okay. I was going to go for the brick.
Punk.
Yeah.
Oh no, shit! I shouldn't have done that
No.
because now he didn't get the 3 boost because it died.
Oh yes, of course. You're still 60.
Oh, I drew a card.
Oh, he returned to your hand, I think. No, did he?
No, I think because I've run out of cards in hand, it drew.
That's
I top decked.
not normally how it. Oh wait, no, is it that thing? Hold on. What did you just play? Okay, yeah. So, truce. Boost self by 15. Then your opponent draws a revealed bronze. So basically, so the way that works is he's played this ridiculous unit.
25,
In return, you got basically a random bronze unit that's on your battlefield put into your hand. A copy of. So you got an additional card out of it. He's got 1 card. You're still 40 points. Well, you can't do anything now.
Or spy.
Oh. Wait, hold on. Draw 2 cards, keep and move. What the fuck's he doing?
Boosting the fuck.
Just tell me he's not going to, like, take your row. That's all I'm saying.
'Kay.
149 to 112.
I'm really upset we didn't get our final 1 point.
We would have if we hadn't fucked up the killer 3 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on me. Oh.
Oh, 100. So yeah, that was a silly round. 149.
Pink, level 2.
Yep, so it's level 2, so you got an additional 50%. Oh, performance XP. So you got a keg for leveling up.
Woo! Let's go pink keg.
Yeah.
We might actually have enough. No, we won't because we only got 25. No, we'll be just short.
So you'll be at 75.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So do I have to go to the shop to open the keg?
Yes, just go shop and then click card kegs. You could have gone to the open keg tab, but you can also do it from the shop.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's a separate open keg tab. Just for opening the 1 keg you just got.
Northgard and Northern Blue bar.
So you get another one of those,
Yeah.
which I think it actually does in your collection. If you've got more than 3, you never need more than 3 because you can only do 3 per deck.
Yeah.
So it does. There is like a scrap all option.
Do you so if you've built 2 different decks, can they share cards?
Yes.
Because that's something Mitgo doesn't let you, or at least didn't let you do for a while.
I don't know if Mitgo does now because I don't play Construct on there, but this does. So there is actually a scrap all option in your collection, which just scraps anything you've got more than 3 of because you don't need more than 3 of them.
Neat. Mangonel, old-fashioned siege warfare. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Repeat this ability whenever you reveal a card.
So obviously Niflgaard, he had what, 3 revealed cards by the end there?
Yeah.
So that's 6 damage off that card. Deal 3 damage to enemy. If it is spying, deal 6 instead. And a winch. Create a Bronze Northern Realms machine. So it's just a random bronze machine.
Yeah.
And you get to pick...
We have Cadweni Cavalry. Destroy a unit's armor, then boost self by the amount destroyed. That's fairly legit.
Mm-hmm.
Infiltrator, give a unit spying. That's fairly legit. Doppler, create a bronze unit from your faction.
So that's not your deck. That's any bronze card. So if you're playing blue, it's any bronze card from the blue collection.
I mean, that seems like the one to take.
Yeah, because it's
in
general.
Nilfgaard. I mean, I'm
No, it's not Nilfgaard. It's any card. That's a
Oh.
general. That can go in any deck. That is basically any card in the deck you put it in. At bronze level. So it's nothing super powerful, but like every other card you had in that pack there was bronze, so like
Right. Challenge, I guess.
yeah, and then if you went to the practice bits, you can then start going. You'd play against AI decks.
Elder Race Alliance. Oh, I've got to try and remember now. So that's elves, dwarves, and... Is it just elves
Is
and
it
dwarves?
Dryads? Are they separate?
I don't remember.
Because that says Dryads.
Probably then, yeah.
They only make exception for elms who will join forces when outnumbered in some cases.
Enemies numerical superiority quickly counts for very little. Although it's not cut down by elven blades, it comes up. I like the fact I'm reading these and my computer's fast enough that we just could have clicked start battle as soon as it came up.
Yeah. Eridan's allies can spawn frost, so keep first light at the ready. Oh, so it's basically warning you that you're going to get hit by weather effects, and it's going to give you cards. It's teaching you weather effects.
Yeah. Then Aethne, or Ethne?
Use her to get rid of frost. Oh, okay. So basically what it's saying is, because your general respawns a special card, you can be like, get rid of frost, play general to get rid of frost again. Yeah.
Ooh, Wild Hunt.
I respect nothing.
He looks
human.
friendly.
Yeah.
So you currently have in hand...
Some mushrooms?
That's a triple nipple mandrake right there. One of them good old triple nipple mandrakes.
Choose one. Heal your unit and strengthen it by 6. Holy cool.
On something with resilience, it
Or-
keeps the 6 for next
Or
round.
reset a unit and weaken it by 6.
Oh, so it's the better version of Spores.
Give it silver rather than bronze.
Yeah.
Is there a card limit? Like, does your deck can only have like so many bronze, so many silver, so many gold?
It is... Yeah, so it's... I
Like,
think
is there a
it's-
numerical value? Like, a
Yeah, so
gold
it's
is worth
3
5? Or...
No, so it's 3 of each... I think it's a minimum of 20, maximum of 40 cards. 3 of each bronze, 1 of each silver, 5 gold cards. Or 3 gold cards, I can't remember which. It's either 3 or 5.
That
So
makes
you can
sense.
have any gold cards, but it's only 3 of them, of your faction. Up to 3 of each bronze.
4 gold, 6 silver. According to
Oh, there you go. So 4 gold cards, 6 silver cards. Sorry, so not 5 and 3, 4 and 6.
so we got the defender again, so he's the resilient.
And only one of each of those, yeah. And then you can have
Skirmisher.
like a shit ton of bronze cards.
Yeah. 9 power, boosting ally by 3 for my Hackam Guard. Yarpen.
Resilience. So so he's a good target for that +6
Yeah.
because he also gets buffed for every
Oh, then
dwarf that
Dennis
lands.
Kramer.
Oh wait, hold on. Close preview a second. Did you? Oh, you did as well. Like play him, play the triple dwarf. Gains 3. It's like he gains 3 straight up from the triple.
I mean, we may as
What
well
did he
start
say? He
that.
started with his general. Fuck.
Spawn
Spawn a bronze wild hunt unit. So he's just gone straight up general and then play.
Okay, let's meet muscle with muscle.
Yeah, because that's staying next round, so you're fine.
Well, unless he frosts it to death.
Well, if he damages it, plus 5 damage to enemy if you're holding a wild hunt unit, deal 7. Oh, so basically 7.
Whoa.
That was basically 7.
That's a burn spell and a half.
I mean, you had a wizard that did 9. It's like in the other deck.
Yeah, but round 1 just straight clock you in the face.
I mean, do you just concede this round?
He's only paid 2 cards.
3 now. Oh no,
2.
sorry,
One of them's
general.
spawned.
One of them is his general, and one is the thing that just blew you up. That's fair. But I mean, the thing is though, are you hoping to win this round?
No. But if I play... unless he kills it straight out, if I play a couple of the guys with Resilient, I can then
see
get
what you
him
mean,
to spend
so-
some cards.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, so
So I can... Unless he kills them, I can get him to spend cards on them. He's passed.
So do you now want to spend what would be 3? See, the thing is, if you spend it on Resilient, okay, so he's passed now. So you play that
But
one.
strength is permanent, so I could dump that in and get...
Yeah, but he won't. I mean, more if you played that one for 6 to go to 12,
Yeah.
and then. See, the thing is, it's how much can you keep on the battlefield? 12, and then another 9 would be 21. It's like, how many cards are you willing to spend to then keep those for next round?
I was just thinking I could Mushroom Man the Mandrake, because Mandrake isn't reset. It's heal or reset.
So it's heal
I
a unit
can
up to...
bump him by 3, then bump him by 6, and get him to 15.
And then play the other one for 21, and that's all staying. And then use to play something else to... Oh no, I suppose you could bump him by 6, and then you could play your general and bump him by another 6, and then keep the 18 that he is for next round. And your general would pump you over to the
People are
23.
then relying on him sticking around for round... We have to win round 2, because we've spent a load of our valuable cards.
Yeah, he spent his general. You're going to be spending 1, 2, 3 cards, and he spent basically that. So you want...
So heal and strengthen by 6.
Yeah.
Or cancel, actually, no, because we wanted Mushroom first, because that resets.
You won't need to, because if you go 6, and then general for another 6 is 12, onto that is 18, plus 5 is 23. So you can just double Mandrake, basically. So you want to heal and strengthen by 6. And then if you play your general... Finally, play
Humans
general,
have no place
Mandrake,
in Broccolon.
and then just, yeah,
Heal and strengthen by 6.
him again. You go to 23.
And then end.
Opponent's turn, your turn. You just concede,
And I
then
start with-
you start with an 18 on the board. Basically.
118 that he can kill, though.
He can kill it, but you've spent only one more card than he has. Because you've cast Mandrake and a spell, and and a general, and he cast a general and a
Adrenaline,
spell.
make a unit resilient. And Xavier Moran.
Make him resilient for round 3.
I mean, if we get to round 3.
Is
I
it-
mean, we could always... Actually, we could get a couple of cards out, cast a resilient, and cave the round, and just take a loss.
Yeah, but I mean, well, if you go 9, him to 19, give him resilience
That's
19.
what I meant. And then
yeah.
pass it round, and then...
Just give that fucker resilience again. Have him for round 3. Have him around for round 3.
So I reckon I'll actually... Him, boost, him, resilient, turn. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, and obviously see what they do in the meantime. But yeah, that's fine. That seems like a good plan.
Farmahagam!
So you've currently got 30 on the board. They have to play. The other thing is, do you want to race them here? Because they have to win this one. Don't they? So it's like, do you think you can win with your current hand? Because they have to win this round.
I mean, maybe?
And then even if you don't win this round, if you get enough residual resistance... fucking horse.
Roach. Gotta love Roach.
Fucking roach. Yeah, like giving that resistance now...
Who punches a horse?
See, the problem with giving it resistance is it's only going to be a 10 when it comes round next round. Whereas if you give him resilience again, he'll come back as an 18 again.
Well, he already has resilience, doesn't he?
No, you lose it because you only get it for one round, but you can just re-give it to him again. So resilience keeps them around. It lets them go into
He
the next.
still has the keyword resilient.
Yeah, if you highlight over the keyword, it's remain on the board at the end of the round and reset to base power if boosted. But you only that goes away. So you notice he loses his plank thing. So otherwise you keep him for all the waves. So he only boosts for one, but because he's base power 18 at the moment, he's actually a better choice than your big dude.
Let's. I mean, we can always. Actually, we could get a couple of cards out, cast a resilient, and cave the round, and then.
He's actually a better choice than your big dude.
Let's. 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 Let's.
See how we go with other
See where you
things.
go. Yeah. See how this round goes.
Markham boots to Imperial arse.
Because I've now given him a lot of squishy targets to throw stuff at, and 2 big targets to clock.
Yep, he keeps... Oh, that's going to be an if it kills a thing, isn't it? Those guys, I bet it's 3 damage if it kills.
Boost up by 2.
Yeah.
But I've got a mushroom to reset it.
You have got a mushroom to reset it, and that'll put it down to 4. It's very true.
Let's put in another one of these guys. He's stood next to the other one going, "You got big."
Oh, give him resistance as well, yeah. It's all good. Oh.
Boost all wild hunt allies by 1.
And if you look, they've all gone up. Yay. Fun times. To be fair, that's only 3, though. Like, you only gained 3 from that.
And I have strengthened all dwarves by 1, so...
Strengthen is the stuff that will stay, so he'll go to 7 and come back next round as a 7 if need be. I think, honestly, you just, like, play the 8, give that thing resilience, just keep building your board up, and then if he happens to win this round, you're still keeping these, like... You're keeping such a board state for the next round that he's going to have to do a lot with a few cards. What the fuck? Oh, play a Frost. Okay, so what does Frost do?
2 per turn, I think. Where's
So you haven't actually been given a clear skies, have you? The player has 2 to the lowest at turn start, so it will kill off.
It'll kill off the 6, dude. In 2 rounds.
The only other thing now is you let him go to 2, and then you pump him back up
Yeah.
to 9.
He's still the weakest on the road.
He'll still be the weakest on the road, but he'll survive another 4 turns, whatever it is.
I can also dump this out and pump him by 3 that way.
Yeah, no, you can do it that way as well. You have no way of getting rid of that Frost, though, and it's kind of annoying it hasn't given you one. Because it did say, like, oh, you can use her to, but
For Markham.
she didn't give you the ability to. It's kind of a pain. Oh, well.
Boost by 6 if Frost is somewhere on the board.
Lovely. Strengthen, then. Strengthen all dwarves by 1. Now boost both your resilience, guys, so they'll,
I've never run from no one, and I'm no about to start.
because you ideally want to be ending this with those 2 resilience guys alive. Because they'll both be reset back to their initial stat, which will be 18 and 6. So, strengthen by 3. He should go up, so 10. And that's his flat 10 now.
He's got massive card advantage on me then. What did that do? Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If the enemy is under Frost, deal 8 damage instead.
Still at 14. And that's only damage, so that will still resilience back as an 8. Honestly, you might want to keep a hold of that one and just pass turn.
And let him win.
Yeah, because he'll play one more, but you'll start the next round with 28 power. Unless he managed to kill either of those 2.
You might just keep card advantage.
So he's got 2 in hand, you've got 1, but you're going to be starting, in theory, with 28 power on the board.
Yeah.
29 power? 29.
20.
Oh, they kept their...
They kept their damage.
But you now have Geralt.
But now have Geralt.
Geralt, sorry. Geralt?
You can Geralt or Geralt is correct. But Gerald is not.
Just say, hey, Geralt! Like, cuts your head off, like, welp. 3 to an enemy.
Yeah.
If not killed, he gets bigger.
Yeah.
So you're going to be 45. So you have to beat 45 with 2 cards. I don't think he's going to do it.
He's not Frost something though.
No.
Oh.
No, it's if he has play a Frost from your deck, but he's played 2. He's played the 2 he had.
Yeah.
Obviously. Oh, it's a shame you've already played a pony. Geralt would have pulled out a pony. Oh, the other Frost was in his hand. There you go. So that was his 3 copies. Yep, you won. Woo. The fact that you had 20 points come back was kind of key. And so with that, you get a new leader. Oh no, that was the 50-all one. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, because we skipped
we skipped the leader tutorial for the blue because we went into green.
Yeah.
Because we felt like it.
Let's go buy a.
I tell you what, before you buy a pack, I was gonna say if you do that leader pack one, you'll end up being leveling up as well.
Oh right, yeah.
So you'll level up, get a keg, have enough money to buy a keg.
Start battle. We're going to start immediately.
I was going to say, watch out for Hansel. He can bring many units in one move. Hansel?
Men
Pencil.
of Kidwin,
Pencil.
attack!
Oh, he's a blue man. He's a
There
different
will be
blue
no
man to what you thought
negotiation.
before.
Dabba dee dabba die.
If you highlight over him, see what he's going to do. Choose a bronze machine or,
Cadwini.
I was going to say Cadweenie.
Cadwini.
Ally.
Or probably
and
Cadvani,
play
actually.
all copies of it from your deck. So he picks a bronze thing that's already on the board and plays all other copies.
Siege Tower. What have I got in hand? Well, I have a Triss. I saw her already.
Yeah.
Reconnaissance. Look at 2 bronze units in your deck and
Yeah,
play one.
so-
Mahakam Horn. Choose one. Create a bronze or silver dwarf or strengthen unit by 7. Either one's legit.
Oh, create. If you highlight over create, I think it's just make something from your faction, isn't it? Oh,
3
select a card of your choice of 3 faction or neutral cards. Oh, so it gives you a random warning. It gives you a random. Say, because there are some
Volunteers.
good silver dwarves.
Mahakam Defender. That's the resilient one.
A good target for your plus
Mahakam Guard
7.
again. Doo-doo.
Oh, he's so good.
Copy the power of an enemy.
He's so good. Because it's just like, someone goes,
I
I play
play
my
a
25. Okay, sweet. I have a 25. He's basically like, there's a card in my dwarf deck I play that it is,
Ooh.
this,
Stream may have just gone down.
oh. There's a Dwarven card, it's not a Dwarven card, it's a general card that goes in my deck. And,
Oh, bloody hell. I changed that.
well, everyone thinks we're playing Bloodborne, Jess.
Apparently so.
Yeah, it's a 1 power card, or it's like a 7 power card, I can't remember which one it was. And it basically says, this card gains... It basically reads, it gains no more than 15, but it gains as much as it needs to bring you to even with your opponent, but no more than 15. So basically you play it when you're at like a 10-point deficit, and he just brings you up to evens, and gains that power. He works really well for like if they play a big turn, like a big thingy, you can just be like, okay, sweet, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
change the tides.
Yarpen again?
Yarpen.
Dennis
Strength
Kramer
of
again.
Wolves again, and
Triss.
yay.
Good old Triss.
Not just Triss, also summon a horse.
Triss and a horse.
So you can actually read that as, okay, that's a 14 power card that like hits something for 5, so it's a 19-point swing. So I can already see probably what the enemy is going to do, which is play general, copy that siege tower twice, and have 33 power on the board.
So I might as well dump these 2 in, and then once they're
I
down...
have a feeling he's going to do that, but we'll see. Because his ability is copy an ally, then summon all the copies of that ally from your deck.
Yeah. But if he does that, we can get them out of the way.
You're one piece.
So, there you go. He
Fight
picks
for it.
the thing on the board and dumps a siege tower and another siege tower. So that's now 30. But that's out of his deck, so it doesn't actually cost him anything from his hand.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was going to say, do we pass here and have card advantage? We don't.
Well, he's played his general and a card from his hand, and you've played a card from your hand. So at the moment, you're 1 card up. In the respect of the general,
Yeah,
you still have access to your general. So it's like, do you just want to concede because he's already 35 points ahead? Or,
Yeah, I think so. I think we take this to round 2 and see what we get.
It's like, give all siege engines resilience. Fuck. Like starts
that would
next
be so
starts next
annoying.
round with 30 power. Like,
Why do you still say Bloodborne?
that's just Gwent, huh?
No, it says my status is streaming Bloodborne rather than streaming Gwent. That's really annoying. You watched me change it.
But are we streaming Gwent now? You've changed the stream. Or would you have to take the stream down and start it up again?
Oh god, we drew Xavier Moran and Geralt.
Play roll. Play the 10. Becomes a 25.
Yeah, it's a different dwarf.
Oh, it's a dwarf. Oh, troll. Why can't you be a dwarf? It's like, douchebag dwarf.
Oh, okay. Now it says we're playing Gwent.
Okay, good.
It took it a while. I guess I'll just dump out. Let's dump out the volunteers.
We're the best regiment in the whole
Hey,
glory
Meatwall.
north.
Yeah. You're the ones.
It's honestly, he's like, why are we at the front, boss? No reason.
Did your opponent just pass?
Yeah.
Or did they not? This has confused me before. It's been like, did they did pass, they just didn't play anything. They just... Okay. They just want to go into the next round, and you now are equal on cards. You're now equal because, like,
Yeah.
you've played another card from your hand, but he doesn't have general. So, what the hell did you just get given? Silver Dwarf. Resurrect a non-support Bronze Dwarf.
What in here?
Soldier Dwarf. None of them are support. So you'll get a random. So you'll either get the 3-mans or the Resilience 6. Neither of which is... Honestly, it might just be worth leading with the get a free silver thing. Like, that one.
Yeah.
Create a bronze or silver. So, create a bronze or silver dwarf. So your options are...
Cleaver. Each hand, that's not very useful.
Deal 1 damage to each card in your hand.
No damage for each one.
Okay.
Strengthen all dwarves by 1 wherever they are. That's legit, because I have another one in my hand.
What's the big boo?
Pyrotection deals 3 damage to random enemy in each row, so that's going to be this one.
Just bump him, your entire hand gets bigger. That seems like a fine trade-off, and your general can pop that back.
What you looking at?
Like, you're in it, so it's 50-50 now. Just like general, do that again. See what you get.
And I want to save him a little while. I want to dump in...
Strengthen them all again.
Yeah, strengthen them all again, and then I'll chuck out Xavier.
Can it be asked?
You have an 11 if you want to chuck out the 11, then Xavier.
Well, it's an 11 now.
Yeah, but I'm saying you pop 11, and then the Xavier will come in
as a...
The additional power of the dwarf you just played.
No, he'll come in, because he'll go from the original, which was 9.
9, yeah. So he'll come in as a 9, which means he'll... He's a gold card, so you also get horse. Yeah, so at this point you are playing everything in your hand, basically. You're just hoping...
Ooh.
Oh, poor infantry. Spawn a poor infantry either side. Okay. So, basically, I'd wait for him to have his biggest thing. I'd save Dido?
Yeah.
Dido. Save Dido for last. Look at 2 bronze.
Back to bloody Bloodborne.
Why?
Twitch, what are you doing?
Twitch derping?
It's for some reason. So I definitely did change it. No.
Is it because you launched Muxy before you changed it?
No, Muxy still says we're watching it, that we're streaming Gwent. So I have no idea.
Let me check what it actually says on literal actual Twitch. Yeah, it says Dibria Gwent learning to play. So we are playing on Twitch. We are appearing as Gwent.
It's being weird.
Twitch is telling you it's Bloodborne because there you go, back to Gwent again. Wait, is that computer twitching? Is that computer finished updating and is it launched Bloodborne? Down. Right. So at the moment,
let's reconnaissance.
Yeah, I mean he has nothing special. Okay, so you get either the boost by 3 or ping a thing and strengthen by 3.
So either way, it's an 11.
Well, that'll come in as 11, then that'll come in as 14.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Well, that's the thing we had before. They're both 14-point swings. It's just in what regard it's booster thing.
Oh, shit, wrong one. Let's boost Roach.
Yeah, they were both 14-point swings in whichever regard. Either you got 14 yourself, or you got like 11 and they lose 3.
Another one of those.
He probably has 3 in his hand. You just need him something. You want him to play like a
something chunky.
Something like a gets +1 for each soldier you have. And like he plays like a 15 and you go, sweet, here's my 15.
Let's resurrect a bronze.
Get another resilience, man. Not that matters too much.
You didn't put it as a 6.
Oh, maybe it doesn't strengthen them if they are in the graveyard then.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, I guess. Ouch. Because you don't really want to be playing that guy as a 7. Like, it's kind of poo use. You just blow up, like, just shave 5 or something.
I mean, I still have...
You still have basically either a strengthen something by 7, which at this point is just 7 power on the board, or go find a silver dwarf.
Yeah.
Or silver card, sorry. So maybe leave that till last and roll the dice. Because they have 6 cards in hand, you only have 4. Oh, so many little You might actually have to... I tell you what, we've missed something massive here.
What?
That guy. He gets +1 for each dwarf you play. Should have played him a while ago.
Yeah, we've got no dwarf left to play.
Well, I mean, she might be able to get another one out with you plus silver. But yeah, that was a bit of a misplay. Oh well. So it might be worth just burning something with Triss. Whenever an
Yeah, I
ally
was-
appears, boost it by 1. If it's a machine, also give it 1. Again, your opponent should have played that ages ago, but it's not a real opponent, so
I'll do what I can.
set something on fire.
Play something meaty.
He's just like,
What do you
play
want?
some beef, man. You might just copy your own roll of this. Actually, no, can you copy a friendly? You got a 21 sitting on the board.
No.
Oh, copy power of enemy. God,
Salutation.
fuck me sideways. Just
Play a thing, you damn.
Humans have no
Yeah,
so
this would be more
yeah,
simple
go
to
for
do.
that one, and then you can either. So you now got the choice of 7 power
Right.
or get a
Yeah.
new dwarf. Play a random bronze or silver dwarf from your deck and strengthen it by 3. What's the end? Move all allies on this unit's row to random rows and boost self by 1 for each. Oh god! So if you pick him,
Yeah, put him on the
put him on
front
the
row.
front row, and he'll gain 5 and shift. He's like, I'm the front man! And to be honest, his art is basically like, fucking move, bitch, get out the way. I'm riding a...
Move, dwarf!
He's
Get out of
riding
the
a
way.
shield! They're like running him, like crowd surfing with twin axes. Like, motherfucker, I'm coming
Hey,
at
he's
ya.
played something I can copy. It's only an 11, but it's still something I can copy.
Move to a random row and boost all allies on it by 1 on turn start.
I mean, it doesn't... I won't get the ability, I only get the...
No, but obviously every round he's going to ping and boost, and the next round he'll ping and boost. So you're done at this point. So it's just whether or not he's going to.
He played combo breaker by the looks of it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. No.
That's fine. So move. You stop! You monster! He was at like 80 something, and then just went to 120.
It's like playing board games with our friend Richard. And it's
Yes.
just like, you get to the end of the game, you're like, oh, everyone's about equal. He goes, oh, no, let's add up our victory points. Tick, 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 tick. Goes round the board 3 times.
Like, let me get my calculator. So you now have. Your reward was her. So you don't start. She's not the original deck leader. You just use her for 3 games and then get her. The original elf deck leader is different. Oh, you got 50 scraps. Okay,
So that's what you use to
card.
craft.
Yeah, that's card currency. Yeah, I think most basics. I think like 20. So this is now if you wanted to get Francesca, which if you wanted to do the other 20. Anyway, so if you go collect shop and then card kegs, you can buy a
powder keg.
kegerator. Buy a kegerator.
Right, always.
Do, 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 do.
Ooh,
Do you want to open
smash,
them?
smash.
Yes, of course we do. Punch it, troll man.
Boom.
Oh, nice even
They do
spread.
everything.
So we
So
have a
monsters.
monster.
We have Necker. Oh, they're not monsters.
Whenever you consume a card, boost this unit by 1,
Destroy
wherever it
anybody.
is. Death Wishes, play a copy of this card for your deck. So Death Wish, I think, is when it dies. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly. Trigger this ability when this card
Yeah.
is destroyed. You get another one, and whenever you consume, so some cards have like when there's ETBs, consume another and gain its power,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Like playing dragons.
Yeah.
Nilfgaard, Alchemist, reveal 2 cards.
Because there was that thing before, wasn't it? That gets +1 for each revealed card you have.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you don't care what your opponent knows you have.
Girls,
Another Dwarven Skirmisher. Nothing
And-
exciting.
neutral.
Another
That's
another
Thunder
Thunderblast,
That's a
and
good card to
then it'll be a silver or gold card.
Nope.
Normally,
3 bronzes.
Oh, there's a no, that one's a silver, isn't it?
No, they're all bronze. If I move the colour.
Oh, okay.
Barbagazi, consume an ally and boost self by its power. Resilient. That's
Ugh.
fairly legit.
That's like, okay, I'm just about to finish this round, I'm fine with that. And you go, okay, consume my 21. This is now, it's like, resilient. Boom. It's like,
Magni Division. Play a random bronze item from your deck. That,
so that's item, so that'll be,
yeah, it's a bit bland.
that'll be a not creature, I
It's
think.
Nilfgaard as well. I'm not particularly inclined towards
Yeah.
Nilfgaard at the moment.
And a battle maiden is deal 1 damage to a machine or soldier ally, then summon a copy of it. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like, you ping one of your own little things, but you get a copy of it. So if you've already got something like 10, you can go, well, I'll take it to 9.
But it has to be machine. Oh no, it's machine or soldier.
Yeah, so you could ping
Oh.
one of your own, like, you could ping one of your own things down to 9 from 10 and then get another copy of it at 10. So you're basically gaining, like,
So that's pretty
X
close
minus
between
1.
Barbagazi and Battle Maiden, and which one's like more legit.
like that's basically increase your power by X minus 1.
What colour is that? Monsters, the red and
Yeah. So
Le-
you got monsters or the Vikings whose name I can't remember.
the Northmen or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Let's go with the Battle Maiden. Let's go north.
Yep.
The wall.
So if you now go to the collection section.
I should have another keg to open because I leveled, shouldn't I? Or is that just
No,
when
no,
you got
you got the scrap instead.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to collections, and then go to deck builder. I know you don't want to do loads of deck building, so I'm just curious to how much it costs. So for example, if you search by, like, say you go search by...
Let's go to squirrels.
Squirrels. So the cards that are lit up are the cards you have. The cards that are not lit up are the
So that one would cost me 1,600 scrap to craft, because that's the rare version, and the normal version's 800.
Yeah. So if you go down, but if you scroll all the way down through, because it will go gold, silver, bronze in stacking, unless you order it differently. So you can like order it there, like if you want to go gold, silver, like you can order by color. You can go just bronze, and see how much a bronze card would cost you. So like a bronze card you don't have a normal is 80 scrap. So you're more than halfway there. And I think if you go down to a card that you've probably got 4. Okay, so you got 4 of him. So there's a big exclamation mark because it's new, but you've got 4. You don't need.
So where's the scrap all button you were talking about? Is that
mill spare cards. So if you click that, that's one common card you've got more than 3 of. It'll gain you 10. So basically, every common you scrap will cost. Well, it gets you 10 scrap, and then if you've scrapped a gold, I think it's worth like 100. If you were gonna scrap a gold.
There's actually not that many cards in Gwent at the moment, because that's all of the ones in the squirrels.
That's divide that by half. Like divide that by 50.
Oh, because yeah,
it's one then
so
special.
If I can turn off premiums, just show standard.
That's all the cards that are
Squirrels.
green specific. You then also have obviously you have the normal
Northern Realms,
but you also have like the generic as well. So every deck can. I think every deck's probably got roughly the same amount of cards.
What do you call them?
Niflgaard?
Nilfgaard, yeah.
Nilfgaard, not Niflgaard.
Not Harry Potter.
No, I think I like mixed it with
Monsters.
Nilfheim. I can't remember what Nilfheim's from either.
Generic.
Then you got your generics.
There's still not that many
as well.
generics, really.
And quite a lot of the generics are spells.
Yeah. And then everything, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I probably should have looked at from the start. But I mean, that's pretty cool. We could look at deck building at some point. Not today, though.
Oh yeah, because the thing is, like, I mean, you could always if we've got time. I mean, it's already nearly half.
5+10 is fine.
25%. No, more if you wanted to flick over to mine, so I could show you my dwarf deck. But I don't know how to flick over to mine.
Oh, we'd have to log out of my GOG, and then we'd log into yours.
Oh, you couldn't just log in from Gwent.
Well, because it logs in when you open it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, don't worry about it then.
I don't think we can anyway. No.
That's
So
cool.
should we just try a generic? You wanted to try the event.
I don't know what
Let's
I
do
don't
the
know what it
event.
is.
Let's do the event.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what the prerequisites are. It might be like you need a special thing. It might just be.
To celebrate the arrival of Midwinter, Shoop the Troll is making a special holiday bag of kegs available in his shop for limited time. Each one you get will grant you 25 card kegs, every keg containing 5 cards, 1 guaranteed rare or better, 1 animated epic card, choose 1 to 3 animated epic cards collection, 400 meteorite powder, transmute, and the holiday bag of kegs. So basically it's buy a keg.
That's until January 4th.
Yeah, which it's now the 8th.
So you probably can't get those anymore. The event's just here for just. So that's getting you meteorite powder, which is basically that converts them into shinies.
So let's try Treacherous Passage.
no doubt heard tell
Beware of
of
falling
Gwent
rocks.
of
Boulders
Rivia,
can destroy your units
and the
and,
sorceress
on
is
the range
already-
below.
The beasts
Remember,
assume
Igni only triggers if your
But
opponent has
not
25
Ireland,
more
the
powder
defeat
on one
is
row.
averted. No?
Clan Greatswords can heal themselves. Wait, this
But
looks
Witcher
really...
did not like to speak of it.
So what the events normally are is it gives you a standardized. It'll give you the same hand every time or the same
Right.
deck every time, and you basically have to beat the puzzle.
So it's like
It'll be a
translating
case.
like Magic
Yeah,
Gathering,
it'll be
yeah.
basically a case of you'll either win or lose, and you have to figure out how to win.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Easy to fall here.
So you start with all those things. So if you look at what you've started with, you've got like 10 of a. So
Igni. Destroy the highest units on any row.
but only if the total power is 25. So that row has to reach 25. So the current row is 24 at the front.
Swallow. Boost unit by 10. Clan Greatsword. Every 2 turns, if the unit has been damaged, reset it and strengthen by 2.
Yeah, so every 2 turns it checks if it's been damaged within those 2, and if it has, it comes back as a 9. But it's strengthened, so it stays at 9, then becomes an 11, then
Yeah.
becomes a 13.
Clan Archer. Deal 1 damage to 3 units.
Destroy up to 3
Young Threat.
damaged units. So if you go back 1,
Yeah.
ping 3 things, kill 3 things.
Yeah. So I start with oh Jesus, Ice Giant, Frost, and then Precipice. Can't be targeted or destroyed.
So basically, what it's saying is your back's to the wall. Can't place anything in the back row. Front row's fucked.
Yeah.
However, if you highlight over big man at the top there, move 3 enemies to the opposite row. So basically, he can go, I'm going to place this in the front and move all your stuff to the front, where it's frosty.
Yeah.
So... And deal 2 damage to them, and if the row is frosted... What was that, sorry, at the end? If the row is frosted, deal 3... Yeah, so he'll move them all to the front, deal them all 3, then the frost will start hurting them.
Yeah. No, it's 3 instead. If that row is under frost, deal 3 damage instead. So it's doing, rather than doing 2 damage, it's doing 3 damage.
Yeah, and then the frost will start hurting them every turn.
No, I'm saying that's what the frost... It would be doing 3 damage per turn to them. The frost deals 3 rather than 2.
I thought it was move 3 enemies to the opposite row and deal 2 damage to them. If it's under frost, deal 3 damage to them. But the frost effect is just 2 to the weakest thing every round, isn't it?
Oh yeah, sorry. No,
that's what I mean. So like he'll move a load of stuff to the front, injure it, and then the frost will start killing them off.
Sure.
So ideally those guys fall in the front, because every 2 rounds they reset themselves and heal themselves. So ideally they sit in the front and don't die. So I mean, I guess start with one of the 7s. There was like a weird vampire event around Halloween that I tried to do, and that was really fucking hard. Like, it was really hard.
Jeez.
But you could now do the... So, Ignis would now kill one of those automatically. Or you could ping 3, then kill 3. You could place the 8, ping 3 enemies, and then next turn... 1 damage 3 units, then next turn disrupt 3 damaged units. Now,
Well, Igni's better off here, because Igni will just straight kill all 3 of them, because they're all the same.
Well, no, it's a destroy the highest units on enemy row.
Yeah,
if that
highest units. They're all tied for highest.
Okay, that might
Let's-
actually...
let's try that and see what it
try
says.
See what happens. Yep.
Shite cakes. Think you've made
Shite
a man?
cakes, think you... What?
I'm glad we had the sound turned off. What's he going to do? Kill Geralt.
Well,
Or Geralt spell.
yeah. Igni. Place another, like...
I guess potion. Oh no, place another one of that dude,
Yeah, place another... See, if you'd have placed him in the front row, he'd be taking damage every turn, but then every 2 turns he'd be resetting back up. And, like, you could actually... Oh, shite buckets, watch out. He dragged them all forwards.
So he's going to die next turn. But
and
he might survive.
Well, potion him. Because if you potion him, he'll go to 12. Next round that will go to 2, but then reset. Depending on how the stack works. I don't know how the stack works in Gwent. How the hell did that work?
Trade.
I was curious as to what it did.
It traded. He did so much to me, and then I did so much to him.
Duel an enemy, if it's under frost, deal double the damage. It
Yeah.
just happened that he didn't deal enough.
Yep.
Yes, they'll basically each be taking damage, but they should roughly keep themselves about even, to be honest. Also, if you'll notice, you're already at round 3.
Yep.
It is a win or lose round.
Ouch.
No!
Is duel just keep going until someone loses then?
I guess so.
Uh,
I may as well play one of these guys at this point.
damage 1 to 3 units. Yep, I would just deal 1 damage to 3. Because you can ping the same one twice, I think.
No, it doesn't look like I can.
Oh, in which case, ping him 1. And then next turn, he'll go back. He'll go to 9, hopefully. In theory. Or he'll just die. Okay.
But then I can do this and destroy those 2.
Yep.
With stones.
He's gone back up to 9, and then takes 2.
You're coming
Good job the stack works.
dead or alive.
The way I hope it did. Which is he gains before he loses. They have nothing left, so you've won.
Yeah. We defeated one of the event puzzles. The easiest one.
The first one. Yeah, because that was the thing. It took me ages to figure out with the vampire ones. Basically, you just had to play the cards in the right order. Because basically, as you played cards, it weakened their field and stopped them from doing certain things. And then when they played cards, it did the same thing to you, and you just had to play them in the right order to win. If you played them in the wrong order, you lost. It was basically just like a memory puzzle. It was just really stupid.
Yeah.
The first like 2 waves. I don't know how much meteorite powder. I think for a common it's like a couple of hundred. Then for like,
That was worth 25 XP.
to be fair, that's what the tutorial's worth. It's like 25.
They were like 100.
I thought the first one was 25, then like 100, then like 100. It goes up each time.
Let's just see what meteorite powder gets us. Let's just pop out for a second and see what the meteorite powder's worth.
So you've got 50.
where
It'd
is
be
it? What would it be in?
collections. It'd be in collections, then your deck builder. I don't know what trinkets is. It might be worth checking. No clue. So if you went, for example, to him, he's going to cost you 400. If you scroll all the way down to a bronze card at the very bottom.
Oh, so you need a certain amount of meteorite powder and a certain amount of scrap.
No. I'm just curious if a bronze card costs less.
Let's be quick if I just grab this and drag down. Whoop. Yeah, 200.
Yeah, so a bronze costs 200, a gold card costs 400, so I'm imagining a silver would cost 300.
What's trans?
Oh no, they see transmute. So transmute turns it into a moving one.
Yeah, it turns it into a fancy version.
Yeah, so it costs 100 to move that bronze over.
Is that all it's good for?
That's all it does. It's just a special currency, and you can buy that currency with real money.
What's trinkets?
I can't remember. Oh, okay.
Oh,
so it's
avatars.
avatars, borders, and titles. There you go.
I mean, let's
You
change
might
to that
find
one.
this shocking.
Because rather than be Geralt, why be Geralt when you can be
You
Yennefer?
might find this shocking.
Yep.
I'd rather be Ciri, but I don't have Ciri unlocked.
Yep.
In terms of lore, Ciri is badass. Oh, that's happy.
Botchling.
Oh yeah, botchlings are stillborn children that haven't been named. Rewards. Oh, this is just a track of everything that we've done.
No, it's a track of what you need to do to. So in your day, if you can win that amount of. So if you scroll down to the bottom,
Yep.
if you win rounds 1, 2, so if you go into your into normal matches,
Okay.
once you win 2 rounds in a day, you get one of those. Once you've won your 4th round of the day, you get one of those. Your 6th, your 8th, your 10th, and that's a daily tracker. So that keeps ticking up till you've won 66 rounds that day. Yeah,
We could try a generic game.
Yeah, I mean at the moment you can't do ranked matches till you're level 10, but you can still do casual. So you can be a filthy casual.
I mean, we're going to lose if we do that.
No, we won't. Not necessarily. It's only against AI. It's just you get to pick your deck. It's just a case of which deck would you like to. So if you click that, you can change to whichever starter deck. You could have gone in and edited
I've
them.
done. Yeah, I've played with the squirrels. So let's play squirrels.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to get home before midnight so I can flick your walls on.
That's fine.
It's literally to accept my daily.
We'll play this and then we'll finish up.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It just ticks. There's a daily reward every day for logging in.
Yeah.
I've logged in 6 days in a row now. So I can just log in and then just log back
I used to
out.
have that with Terror. I'd do that. I just log in and then log out again. But then I realised I wasn't actually playing the game anymore, so I just stopped playing.
The last login yesterday was just a free level, and I was like, it seems fun.
Searching? No, we're not playing AI. We are playing against a person.
Oh, we're just playing in a casual match. Filthy casuals. This is where no one's playing, or we get sniped by some
no level
super...
no level 2s with a starter deck are playing. That's
It's someone who's a professional Gwent player pops in his level 2 account. It's he's put so much money into it that he just buys.
There's a term for that, smurfing, isn't it?
I think smurfing is where you drop your skill level in any given game.
Yeah, because there's a big problem with it in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is your hand. The
Yeah.
way it works in the game is you can redraw up to 3 of these if you want, which is basically chuck them back and get a new card instead.
yeah.
And I believe
Dudu's great. Saskia Destroyer. I mean, I believe that's probably what we're gonna get rid of. Actually, no.
replay a bronze or silver ally and boost.
I'm pretty much happy with any of these.
So basically, you pick one of your units and it comes back down.
To be fair, actually, I think I just keep. There's no need.
You don't have to redraw.
There's
It's
no need to mulligan that.
The thing with the mulligan is you can mulligan a card and it gives you the new one before you make your next choice. It doesn't say pick 3, they go away. So you could pick one and be like, I actually don't like that again. And you can shuffle the same card 3
shit!
times.
I meant to be playing first. Shit. I'm now feeling the time pressure.
There's not much of a timer pressure on it. There's no active timer. It's a casual match. Droll.
I mean, yeah. Let's start with Geralt and let's get a Roach as well. I assume.
Nope. It's because you were using these the special deck that's obviously teaching you how to play. You might not have a copy of Roach necessarily in your collection.
Oh, he's put some fog on my Gorel.
You could check what that actually did in the So apply has to do 2 damage to the highest unit at the turn start.
Yeah, it's the exact same as the Frost one.
Well, the Frost one does it to the lowest.
Boost unit by 10.
I mean, that will mean he's the top one forever, but yeah, either that or like.
I'm just trying to look at what we have to do because the thing is we don't have anything to fight against yet.
I mean, you could drop the 9, and then he's just going to boost your roll by 3 to keep him alive a bit longer. There you go. See, there's the time.
Yeah.
The turn. I think you get like a minute,
Yeah.
and then it starts counting down like 10 seconds or 20 seconds, whichever it was. What the fuck are you?
Ancient Foglet.
Boost by 1 if fog is on the board at end of turn. Oh, so he's going to get an end of turn boost each turn. That thing's going to get bigger every turn.
Because we don't have a way to clear the fog.
Yeah. What does she do, your general?
Swap a card with one of your choice and boost it by 3.
Okay. So you could trade something out of your hand for a new one and boost it by 3. If you wanted to.
I mean, I could cop. Oh, it's just power, isn't it?
Yeah. So, like, for example, you could say, okay, I'm going to shuffle this decoy in. Oh, actually, oh no, it's bronze or silver ally. You could
Well, he's bronze.
yeah, so you could shuffle him back down again and boost him by 3, so it comes in.
You know
as
what? I'm
12.
actually just going to pass this round, and we'll try and take him the next round.
Yeah. I mean, he has to play another card, or if not more,
Well, yeah, does he want?
unless he passes and gives you the first round, which I doubt he'll do. But he might not want to play any more cards.
He's going to try and play something up by the looks of it.
Well, he's thinking, okay, how do I... Yeah, so see, that's an 11-point swing. He's now 18-18, 18-16, so he wins the round. I guess he was just contemplating which way to do it to best keep his cards alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What have we got?
That's a very good card.
Is it?
Yes. Sorry, so if you could just keep the cards if you want, like it's not going to matter too much. Play a gold card from your deck and boost it by 2.
Nice. What was the other one?
However, you've already had your 4 gold cards, so you might want to redraw it.
Oh, sorry, it was too late there.
Because it is a gold card, Droll,
Yeah.
the dragon and her, so you actually might want to redraw that one. But it's a very good card in the case of it. Basically, it's like in Magic where you have Counterspell and you have Tutor. And that Tutor is basically another copy of the Counterspell, or vice versa. It's basically like, you put 3 gold cards you really like, and that in, which is basically a second copy of all of those gold cards. It just happens that you drew all of your gold cards in, like, 2 hands. I mean, you could... Oh, okay, I thought you could get that back then. What does the Immolate thing do?
That's because he's the only generic guy I have at the moment. That just destroys highest target. But then if I play him, I can then pick the other one to boost him up.
I tell you what you could do now, actually, is that,
That's what I was talking about.
bounce that, and ping it
That's
for another
not
3.
what it does. It's not a swap.
It replays a bronze and silver, so does it not pick it up and put it back down again?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
and it'll
saying,
put it
so-
in, let me put it in a different right.
Yeah, and it'll also let you, ideally, let you ping someone for 3 again.
Elven blarney.
Boom, boom. Spawn, frost, fog, or thunder. Huh, they didn't choose to bolt you.
I can now. What's that?
And that's the leader.
Spawn, fog, or rain.
Spawn, fog, or rain. Wow. Oh, okay. You could general and swap that out for something else.
Good plan.
My folk have
So
suffered much.
that for something else in your deck.
Commander's Horn, boost 5 adjacent units by 4.
So that
Yeah.
adjacent units has to be the same row.
Yeah.
Um,
Deal straight 9 damage, boost 2 allies by 3. I reckon dome him.
You've actually got a clear weather effect there.
First light. Boost all damage allies under hazard by 2.
Or clear all hazards from your side,
Boom.
which might be worth it.
Yup.
Yeah, I would just clear all hazards. Which one's the clear all hazards? Random bronze unit from your deck. Boost all damage allies under hazard by 2 and clear all hazards. Wow. I thought there were 2 different effects.
Yeah, so did I.
Well, I was like, do you want to keep him alive or remove the effects? Like, no, just straight up, just like... I mean, he does have a...
Damn it. Don't like the look
He does
of
have a
this.
bit of a board state on you, but not...
Not catastrophic.
No. I mean, you have the issue is you have to win this round because otherwise you lose.
Yeah,
the game.
but I can immolate something on his side.
No, I get that. I'm just saying that
he swapped the same card I did.
He has the advantage.
Ugh.
Woodland Spirit.
Well, let's just straight immolate.
Bet this will come as a surprise.
What is the woodlands? What are those little? I assume they're just no
There's
ability.
nobilities.
Spawn 3 wolves in the melee row and apply fog to the opposite row. Okay.
3 damage and then deal 1 damage. So I can.
So you could ping off like, turn that 4 to a 1 and then kill a wolf.
Yeah. Come on. Why can't I play you? Is it not my oh, it's his
It's your
turn.
opponent's turn. He's deciding what to do.
What's that? That's boost by 10.
Just past 10.
Yeah.
And the dragon, I believe, it's +1 for each dwarf and 1 damage for each elf. Oh, he did the +4 to the whole row.
I may have just lost this game. Oh, I can copy.
He comes in as a 13. Oh,
Opponent connection lost.
win by de facto.
Default.
Oh, you won't get that. You don't watch the Magic streams from Lur. Every time they go like Malta 6, and they're like 5. It's like Malta 5. Yes. 4. Like, then they Malta 4, and they go, "Aw, our opponent's gonna have a bad game now." It's like we wish this upon them. And then you like watch the Malta 3, and their faces are just like, feels bad. Good luck, have fun. It's just like. Oh, there was one stream, it was a little while ago now, and they were playing an opponent. The opponent was like, "Be right back, gotta take a shit." And they were like, okay. And then when they came back, he was like, "Okay, I'm back now." And Graham went back, "Was it a good shit?" And he was like, "Meh, had better." And then they kept playing. And it was just like the best interaction ever. It was like, okay, that just happened.
Okay. Well, we'll call it next week. We hit. It's 11:15. We've been live for just shy of 2 hours. I that was fun.
That seems like a good like in betweener. We need a break or whatever. Just chuck it
I
on.
don't know.
And...
I'm tempted to play this pretty regularly with.
Oh yeah, like every couple of streams. I mean, again, like I'd also like to do Magic, like because again, I think Cube would be hilarious for me and you being like. Because the thing is, at the moment, there's Power Cube, so it's full of Planeswalkers, Power cards. Like
Cube might have enough old enough cards I'd recognise them because I haven't played in like 5 years.
Oh
now.
no, but it's got all the cards. Like it has all.
That's by the way, that's terrifying. I thought about this the other day. I haven't played Magic for 5 years.
Yeah.
That's how we met.
Because that's the thing. It's powered cubes. It's got like the Moxes and all the swords and all the commands and all
Well,
of
actually,
the.
it'd be interesting as well to do a few things like this. Like now we've got some bugs to iron out, but we've kind of got the microphone hopefully sounding okay on its.
Watch the recording. It's like.
Well, Plainer Snap's been watching in and out of chat, and he's an audio guy, so hopefully he would have been
pop
like
the ball around.
So yeah, I mean, it might be just
you've
use
got
like
this.
Hearthstone stuff.
You got this Hearthstone, MTG. Trying to think. I mean, even if we did, like, we could pop into Guild Wars. There's nothing wrong with running around Guild Wars for an hour or two, like
But yeah,
with a random character.
I'm specifically tempted to keep going at Gwent. If not with
go
you,
to Gwent.
I might get Plainer Snap in to
Oh yeah, Gwent is great.
get him back into play some Gwent maybe. But anyway, yeah, that was a ton of fun.
That went well.
I enjoyed that, learning how to play Gwent.
Yeah. Hopefully I explained the things that needed explaining well enough that you weren't like...
Well, I think most of it was basically the two of us being like...
Yeah.
I mean, I get the feeling that a lot of people who play Gwent would have found that really boring. The two of us being like, oh, I think this works this way.
Let's find out and track the card. And then that spying bit, we're both just like... That line doesn't... That line doesn't. That line doesn't. That line doesn't.
I mean, yeah, that was fun.
Quit. Not quit.
No, I'll quit it when it's...
To quit or not to? I mean,
No,
you
quit.
say that like I've played like... My Gwent level's like 6. So like, you're already halfway to where... It's not like I've played lots of it, I just...
2 hours, 27 minutes, we just played a 2-hour stream.
Like, if you went to mine, I think my playtime's probably like in the region of like 6 or 7 hours. But again, I've just done like most of the challenges.
Actually leave the camera plugged into that PC, because normally we do a split PC setup. But for Gwent, I just left it. I might actually just leave the PC that hooked up.
Because even for not even Gwent, like we don't. Do we need both PCs if we went to Jade Empire again?
Probably not.
Like,
It's just it was just easier to leave it all plugged into the other PC, which we use for like PlayStation stuff. Anyway, enough talking shop. Thanks to everyone who watched. Thanks. I don't think we got any new followers or anything this week. For most of it, we said we were playing Bloodborne, and we clearly weren't.
Thanks for all of you who looked at the button and went, meh.
Yeah, thanks. Well, we had a few people in and out, and thanks to anyone who came in and watched for a bit. Thanks for playing Snap for helping.
With a few bits at the beginning.
Yep. And we'll catch you next one. So we'll be back next Monday, 8:30 p.m. I think we normally are.
Yeah, something like that.
8:39-ish. Normally we aim to start at 8:30, and normally by the time I've worked out to get Windows Update working.
Yeah, it was more like turn on computer. Both of us just groaned inside and went, "What are we playing now?" Because we can't use that computer.
To be fair, we sat there for like 5 minutes having a discussion about like fiddling with stuff, and then and in those 5 minutes it only got to 3% Windows Update. It's like,
well, piss.
Oh, I need to update the stream PC occasionally. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that was fun. Get a free card keg and the Witcher game.
Special GOG offer. Subscribe to GOG newsletter and claim a free Gwent card.
Ooh, that's oops.
What was that?
That was my email address.
You can always edit that in post.
Fine.
So before I scroll down to the what is the rest of the I'm
I'm
trying not to hit your email address.
It's fine. I can just do that, and then we can have a look. People can look at a lovely picture of Hornet from Hollow Knight.
No, I was just curious what it gave you. It's like and a copy of The Witcher so the original game if you subscribe to the newsletter.
Yes, I want an original copy of The Witcher. I have one on Steam, but I want it on GOG because I'm a big fan of GOG. Add to cart free. Go check out.
I would just ask you to subscribe to the newsletter.
No, it's already done it because I'm already logged into my GOG account. Go to my account. So I now have a copy of The Witcher on GOG as well.
What about the free keg?
Unless
it automatically applies that for
Let's
playing.
quickly pop into Gwent and find out.
Free kegs!
Ooh, let's see what's in the... End the stream with what's in my keg. That sounds
weird.
Let's
end every stream with what's in my keg.
I mean, that's actually tempting to do. So from now on, every stream we play Jade Empire. It's like, at the end of the stream, what's in my Gwent keg?
Crap, we haven't got one. Who's shelling the £1.50 this week? It's like...
2 of 6 rounds won? Oh, because evidently the event counted.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Sweet. Yeah, you have one keg.
One keg.
So to the shop.
And then open
No,
kegs.
do it from the open keg tab. Yes. Separate tab. Not just to go to store and then open.
What's his name? Shoop?
I think so.
Skelliger and Northern Alliance. Ambassador. Boost an ally by 12. Spine. Ugh! Boost an ally by 12.
So see if you go highlight over spying a second.
A unit on the opposite. Yeah, so basically you play that 2 on the other. So that's the downside. You play it on they get the 2, card, but you get 12.
And it goes where their card. So you pick your ally in the back row. That goes to the enemy back row, basically. Yeah. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. It's worded.
No. Sorry, so that no. So you play it. Oh yes, sorry.
So you say, okay, my 10
on the opposite side of the board from it. No, you play it anywhere on their field. On the opposite side of the board from its original owner. It's got nothing
opposite of the board, not opposite side. Yeah. Not opposite
so you
side,
play
okay.
for the card with spying, you play it in one of their things. So you'd get 12 plus 12 to one of your allies. But you get plus 10 to your board state.
Yeah, the board state goes plus 10. Another one of those numbnuts.
Rot tosser. Spawn a cow carcass on enemy row. So assumingly the cow carcass is.
I think it's like a bomb type thing. It like takes a few rounds and then injures a load of stuff. And then a field medic
boost soldier allies by 1.
That's pretty good. Boost all soldiers by 1. She's bone sawing his arm.
Aretusa Adept. Play a random bronze hazard from your deck. That's
fine. If you have bronze hazards, it just gets you a free fog.
Vran Warrior. Consume the unit to the right and boost itself by its power. Every 2 turns on soldier turn repeats. But Jesus, you just keep feeding it to make that individual card. That's good and bad, though.
Depends on what.
But if you have another one, if you had like another one like that one we had earlier, which when something else got consumed gained power, then it's a good combo.
It's good for like round 3, and you're like, okay, fine, just consume things. Also, if you've got anything that like makes it resilient, I don't know if that's like a thing. Like it was obviously one of the green cards made something resilient, but
yeah.
Also, you can just like put it on its own, and then like if you want to feed something to it, and otherwise just leave it alone.
Ointment. Choose 1, heal an ally, and randomly split 5. Boost between allies, or resurrect a bronze unit with 5 power or less.
That seems good.
That is good. So, For me, looking between like which I would pick, it's between the Ranrory and the Ointment.
Yeah.
I'm not big on Nilfgaard, so I'm probably going to take the monster.
Yeah, we took a monster earlier. I think we took a monstery thing earlier, but yeah, the field medic's just like, I'm sawing through your arm. This will make you healthier. Or is that a? That is a saw through the arm, right? That's a
He's actually pretty chill about it. Like, look at his face. Oh, I can't zoom in. Look at his face. Though. He's like, yeah.
The guy's just like, I'm gonna make you watch this. Like, his hand on his forehead, like, you're gonna watch this. It's like, my arm.
Okay. So we're going to end the stream there. Thank you very much for watching. I enjoyed that. We'll be back 8:30 PM next week playing.
It'll either be Jade Empire or this or
quite
something
possibly
else.
more Gwent. I really enjoyed that.
Yep. Quite possibly more Gwent. That is fine.
I might poke playing a Snap as well to see if he wants to play some Gwent at some point, to either on stream or against us when we're on stream next week. Just as a friendly.
Yeah, because I'd also like to, if I logged into mine and then you could see my like
we can do that.
dwarvy thing, and then we could play. Because I've played against him a couple times online with his deck, and his deck's like.
Yeah, so this is where you. So 15 kegs. Kegs are quite expensive then. So I suppose that makes sense. It is.
But if you scroll down to like 60 kegs for like £60, it's basically a pound a keg.
Yeah, compared to
pound for 5 cards.
It's not that much more. Much of a saving.
No, it's not that much. It's about a £3 saving in the long run.
4K graphical assets. Jeez. I mean,
They're free.
yeah, but I don't need them. I'm playing 1080p
you could get-
because
how
I'm a
much-
scrub.
How much was 7,000 meteorite
Meteorite powder.
powder?
7,250
£50.
pounds.
And that gets you at what those cards are like 800, 400 a piece. So that would get you 20 cards upgraded ish. It's a lot of money. Like, people have too much money.
But there are streamers out there who like.
Oh, there are streamers out there that go, I'm going to drop 60 quid on Overwatch boxes, and then people are going to watch me
Yeah.
for an hour, open 100 Overwatch boxes.
There are, yeah.
And they make enough money to make that viable. So, why not?
Okay, so I was just checking if there's anyone to host, but they're all big streamers, so no, won't bother with that. Okay, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you next Saturday, or possibly next Saturday, next Monday, possibly before that. Haven't done a Saturday stream in a long
It's
time.
like next Saturday, it's like, I didn't hear about that one. It's like,
Oh, God.
new to me.
It was a really long day for me today.
Yes.
So, thanks for watching, and goodbye. God, where's the other? Going offline! Going offline! Ah!